Alright, hi! We're back with Mechwarrior Destiny. It's been a little bit, but it's time. Alright. I'm quite excited to pick up from where we left off, because there was an entire betrayal that happened. There was an entire betrayal that happened during a rescue mission, and everything was disastrous. And we still have to do this rescue mission. Like, it's just been an absolute disaster of a rescue mission. So, that's what's been going on. That's what's going on. I'm gonna go ahead and hop in the VC, but they are gonna be muted in the beginning because I don't think I don't think uh, Magic has his string going quite yet, so they're gonna be muted. But I'll be here. Also, since we're doing all the RP stuff, I'll be I'll do my best to respond to everybody, but also I also might just respond in chat. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, that's what we're up to. That's what we're up to. Um, Thank you all for being here. Also, hello, hi. Hello. Yeah, anyway, we go. Hello? Hi. Hi. Hmm, the cold, oh, Canadian cold. uh, it's been absolutely freezing here, too. Hmm. Just trying to get some stuff set up. Wow. So yeah, the conversation right now has just been like how nasty the cold's been, how nasty some of the weather's been going. Wonderful conversation. Yeah, it's great. Everybody's cold. Everybody's cold is basically what's happening. I know I'm cold. It is so cold here. I hate it. I hate how cold it is. I hate it so much. But basically any temperature that gets below, like, I don't know, the 70s, I'm cold. So I'm pretty much cold from the fall until the spring. And like at this point in time, I can't get warm. I just cannot get warm at all. I think I've mentioned that before, but it's like I just can't. I can't. I have a blanket actually. I need the blanket. I need my blanket. Speaking of which, my feet have been so cold lately that they've almost been hurting. Like they've almost been hurting. It's. I hate it. I hate it. I need the warmth back again. But yeah, anyway, that's basically what's been being talked about for the most part. Then I'm just setting up a couple things. Alright, never mind. I thought they were about to start, but it's fine. Also waiting on one more person. Yeah, we were on a rescue mission. Cab. I need... Okay. I got everything set up. I am all ready to go. Basically just gotta wait for this for I think we're just waiting on Cheer. The Cheer can join. We are kind of discussing how we're gonna start this off. And up from where we left off, it sounds like, which is good. I feel like that's probably the best option. Since everything left off on quite a cliffhanger. We also have food on the way. I'm so excited for food. I'm so excited for food. I'll probably be a bit quiet when I get food because I haven't eaten a whole lot today, so I'm There was a last minute post. I gotta look at that now too. Ah! Yeah, I didn't see anything either. I see a post. Post. Still don't see a post. Here? I don't know where this post is at. Well. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Wait, I thought I opened... here. I thought I had that one. I thought I had everything launched. I guess it was, but it's just like prompted, and I didn't pay attention. There! I can also close that. Okay. Oh. No, I'm here. I don't know. I didn't see a way to join. Oh, okay. Okay, there it is. Thought we were still waiting for that. There. Okay. Ready. I got super freaked out because I had to play my phone all the way down, but I could still hear the Opera open. So I was hearing through the PC. Oh, I see. I see. Random audio things. That's a fun time. Yeah, also thanks for hanging out on the YouTube stream also, Ray. Appreciate it. Alright, we're starting to get there. Okay, here we go.
Welcome back, everybody. Now it is time to pick a map. We touched down outside of the city. If I remember, Blue Hole is... There. Update. There we go. So we are in. Well, we find ourselves still on Blue Hole, a planet between, or rather, a system between Roadside and Arc Royale, where the ship is going for a clandestine meeting with Hellhound. However, on this little stopover that we had, in order to get some supplies and stuff like that, Runa Horn was sent down with a few others in order to basically do like the milk run to pick up some. That little mini supply caravan was attacked, and at the very least, Runa, if not everybody else, is currently captured. Runa, you find yourself tied to a chair in a dark room. You're not blindfolded, and it's not like pitch black in here, but it looks like you're in what, at the very least, at one point, used to be an office.
Okay. Was I knocked unconscious? Have I just been sitting here for a while, or?
No, you're just coming to. You were like, hey.
Okay. Could I use my perception for situational awareness as to assess, like, can I figure out how long I've been out? Because I know in D&D there's that one feat where it's like you always know what time it is.
It's like there's no like
external light.
Yeah, there's no external light. There's no light coming in from the outside of the building.
Okay.
The only light that you can see is like you're kind of looking around, and you can kind of make out the door to the room, mainly because there's a little bit of light coming in underneath. but it looks like that sterile fluorescent.
Okay.
Like it's far too white to be natural.
Do I have any injuries? Like, am I hurt or anything?
No.
Okay. So
Like-
I've been left. That's interesting.
Well, you're like I said, you're tied to a chair in a room.
Okay.
You're not even sure how you were put out, to be 100% honest.
Okay, so likely some kind of a drug or a gas, perhaps. So I was meant to be taken relatively intact. So that suggests something to me, thinking, all right, they're not savages to take me down like this. They want me intact, almost to show hospitality. Either that or they haven't had time to work on me yet. So either possibility is realistic at this moment. I guess I'm just gonna listen, see if I hear anything. I'm listening for maybe machinery. Do I hear anything outside? Basically, can I ascertain, hell, do I even know if I'm planet side? Because that's a possibility too. I could be up somewhere.
Well,
Yeah.
make a perception.
Okay, so my bonus is okay. So you're gonna have to help me again because it's been a while. So
At this, it's just 2d6
Yep.
plus your bonus.
okay, so that's +6. So boom, think 13.
Okay, so you can be confident you are still planet side. Like you don't hear or feel that telltale vibration that would come from being on a ship. You can, like, when you strain your ears, and like kind of strain to listen, you can hear that there are people walking around in the building. Like you can kind of hear like murmured, or at least what sounds to you like murmured conversation.
Can I
Past
have
that,
an-
you're not really getting much.
So I'm definitely hearing at least 2 people talking, presumably. So if I could hear murmuring, that means they're likely close. Okay. Well, there's not a whole, I guess I'm gonna test my restraints to see how strong they are. See if it's like a decent knot. Like I'm not strong at all. But I'm trying to think if I have any skills that might get me out of this. Probably not. Nope, this doesn't look like I'm gonna be able to do a whole, like I have a strength of 1. And reflexes probably wouldn't, because that's more dexterity based. So yeah, it looks like I'm waiting for someone to come in. There ain't a whole lot I can really do, which is fine. Sometimes it pays to be quiet. So yeah, I'm just gonna sit. I'm gonna continue to sit there, ascertain my situation, try to keep focusing in on conversation, and if I can, since I'm if I'm in a room, I don't notice any cameras or anything with that perception roll or anything, did I? Or at least
Nope,
nothing
you
that I can
didn't-
see?
Nothing that you can see.
Okay, so I'm going to presume I'm being watched. So yeah, I'm just going to sit there and passively gather intelligence. If I make a move to go through my bonds, someone could bust through the door. So I will patiently wait and listen.
Alrighty. So how is the rescue squad doing?
Rescue squad is just getting everything set up, working on establishing a forward operating base. The drop ships are kind of going up and down between Barsuk and the surface, trying to bring personnel, equipment, what have you, down. There's a little bit of a show force, as far as that goes. And for the moment, Kirka has been working on trying to get everything established. But once all of the personnel are kind of down and the fob has been more or less established, that's when she's most likely going to try to track down Deanna so that they can figure out this whole Cletus problem.
Alrighty. Before we get to what Deanna's doing, what is Esme up to?
Let's see. I don't. Where exactly are we picking up from? I don't know if I quite
A
Shortly
little bit after the hangar scene.
after the hangars. Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Well then, I'm probably still in mech bay. I was like moving around mechs a little bit. Let's see. What I moved. I was moving Mechasaurus and also moving the Stormcrow. So I'm assuming that took a little while. I'm probably like just getting done with that.
It's been a little longer than that.
It's been a little longer than that. Okay.
Mm-hmm. I'd say about an hour and a half.
Oh, okay. I guess I'll just say I just did that and probably just hanging out back in like barracks or whatever. Just kind of preparing for the next part of the what I'm assuming we're gonna do with rescue.
Would Kirka have kept one of the leopards just on site as basically the forward operating base building?
They most likely would have taken turns going up and down. So one would be on station while the other one was doing a delivery, and then once the other one returned, then the other one would head up into orbit, and then the other one would go up on station once it dropped off its load. So there would be at least one dropship on station, more or less, at all times.
Okay. Alright. So yeah, so other than like getting mechs out, basically Esme is just kind of chilling out and not doing much, just getting ready.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Cletus, you find you have about an hour and a half stay of quote unquote execution. How is Cletus using that time?
Well, I presume that I have been detained to my bedroom, right? If I recall correctly from my readings.
You were detained to you were detained to security facility. So you're basically in a holding cell.
So back up on the Barsuk, or because I thought everybody was still planet side.
It would have been initially on the dropship, but after a little bit, we probably would have. But after getting all the mechs moved and the fob established, after taking a trip up and down in the Leopard, he would have been transferred to a makeshift security cell.
Okay.
Yeah, so he's still planet side.
Alrighty. Well then, Deanna.
Deanna's not hard to find. She's outside directing traffic on the elementals, just getting the perimeter secured, getting technicians out to the holes in the fences, making sure the buildings are swept and checked. It really very much so in her element, and that pun is intentional.
Alrighty. So is Kirka like sending a runner to find Deanna, or is she going out herself?
She would be going to find Deanna herself. So then, she probably would have had an eye on her since she would have been moving around the fob and everything, and Kirka would have been probably doing similar. Finding a location to set up a makeshift like admin office / tent, what have you, as like taking care of a lot of the personnel sort of dealings. So then once the final shipment would have arrived and things were starting to get more or less established, he would have come out to Deanna, flagged her down, and once she got her attention, would basically just. So, are we ready to solve this issue that we seem to be confronted with?
Now's as good a time as ever.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, I actually have one question before we go too much further. How many forces, if any, would you be leaving back on the Barsuk?
Barsuk would basically be a skeleton crew. The aerospace assets would most likely be staying up there for the time being. But all of the ground assets would be planet side.
Okay. Interesting. That's all I know.
Okay, fair enough.
It's a surprise tool that'll help us later.
So you have found Deanna.
Mm-hmm. And then after Deanna responded, I guess I'll just kind of character would just gesture with her head towards the makeshift security center and start making her way over. At which point she would just to kind of fill the air. I still have no idea if I am going to handle this correctly.
At this point, the outcome, I believe, is in his hands. It is up to him to decide whether he wants to take my advice, whether he wants to make right with you or not.
What do you think the odds are that we walk away without having to shed blood?
I'd say 50-50 at best.
Wonderful. Well, nothing for it, I guess. By this point, I think they would make it to the the little security facility. The two would go in, and then Cletus would be visible through essentially just like a kind of a kennel.
Yeah, and Deanna would take the power armor off outside the building. Like, she doesn't need to be... Like, if this is going to get bloody, it's not going to be done with a small laser.
Well, to be fair, it'd be quick.
What's that?
To be fair, it would be quick.
It would. It's also probably not the best optics just to show up looming over the dude in power armor.
Yeah.
There's got to try to be a decent resolution to this.
Mm-hmm.
A bit of a power move, to be fair.
Yeah. So then I guess at that point, what would Cletus be doing, I guess, specifically when the two made their way towards his quote-unquote jail cell?
I guess he would be kind of just sitting on the floor, waiting on somebody to come in. And as I see you two approach, I would stand up and, give you a formal greeting and say hello. And then just await your words, really, This isn't my place to take off, really. I'm kind of on the back foot here, and I'm going to try to play it as cool and defensive as Cletus can,
So, now that we have taken some time to reestablish what is going on, I would like to try again and see if there is any reason to keep you around. The way I see it as it stands right now, you are guilty by admission of what essentially amounts to sedition and treason against the clan by allowing individuals' criminal elements, as you describe them, to shadow us for ostensibly as long as you have been a part of the clan, to pick at the pieces that we leave behind after battle, and up to this point have seemingly been completely negligent or unwilling to understand the far-reaching ramifications that your course of action seems to have. So we're going to try this one more time. What all do you know about your blackmailers?
Well, so from this point, Cletus is gonna explain to you. I know that they are a relatively small organization, and I believe them to be probably disorganized. I don't consider them to be much of a threat to an organization like ours, but they're more of a small, I guess, like planetary cartel, if you will, is the best way I can describe it. They prey on the small little guys, I don't really see much reason to pick on my family other than to use our land, kind of deal. I do know that I do leave a beacon, like small little drop beacon in each little area before we leave, to mark where we've been. Since I've been sitting in this cell, I did think maybe we could like drop a beacon, as if we had been in a combat and kind of like set a trap and intercept whoever comes in, and expunge a little bit more information from them. Someone more within the organization.
There goes the channel. Team Killer 13212
really,
just rated with 11
really all
odd
I've been
ones.
able to cook up. I'm not the smartest guy in the world, by any stretch of the word. But
Thank you for
Team
the
Killer
raid.
13212 just redeemed talk with you hands for 1,000
that
points.
have been laid down before us. So
Thank you so much for the raid. Thank you, thank
As
you,
I've
thank you.
mentioned before, it
How are
is
you doing?
not
Hope you had a good stream.
their ability to beat us in a stand-up fight.
So it's a little
It is
difficult
the
to talk
danger.
at the moment,
It
so.
is-
Raina
But thank
Thieserodden
you, I
and Slurper
appreciate
just
it.
redeemed
Hope
head
everyone
pads
is
for
well.
250
Because there
points.
much stronger organizations who do want us dead and could find their way to us through those beacons.
right, I understand. I do understand this. It's just this is just from my very short brainstorm. I don't really have an overarching plan. I'm not the masterminding type, if you will. But
Use the hunch.
I'm willing to work
Talk
with,
talk talk
with
talk
you
talk
and do
quack
whatever's
quack quack
necessary.
taco o ting tang tacos swing.
Riddle me this then. Do you get any notification when they
Oh,
pick up one of your beacons?
Wow. I'll get my hands
Or-
going
You
in a
know
second
what?
too.
Yeah.
Are you
I'll get my
essentially
hands
just throwing
going
them
in a
out into the
second, too.
void?
I just kind of throw them out into the void, but there is likely a
I don't have
notification.
oh yeah.
Really, I don't really try to check it. Kind of. I take the non-response of like, hey, here's a picture of a dead family member. Is like, hey, they got it. But I'm sure there is some type of notification that I could go through, some type of frequency, like backtrack through frequencies or, logs and communications.
So the answer is no.
Not to my knowledge,
I
but
see.
we could try.
There's no need. I have already dispatched a message to Roadside alerting them of the potential of scavengers on former battle sites, especially in the wake of our victory against the Jade Falcons.
Okay, I got the hands going.
I presume
Here's the
it will take
hands.
whoever you're dropping these beacons off for a good amount of time to actually get to roadside.
I can talk silently with my hands. That's
Let
what I'll
alone
be doing. Because I'm also
find a
eating.
quiet place to settle down away from prying eyes and be able to surreptitiously salvage what goods they can. I am presuming that they would be dealt with there. That being said, if you want to try and see if we can bait a trap for these individuals, that might be what saves your life.
I'm willing to try. It's not like I want to die, and it's not like I don't feel like you necessarily want me to die. I mean, you might, but I don't feel like you really want to be the one that does it. So I'm willing to work out anything.
Do not question my resolve.
She would put a knife between your ribs and not even feel anything.
That being said, I need every hand on deck that I can in order to make sure that we are capable of getting through this. Intelligence suggests that we have anywhere from 36 representatives, shall we say, of the forces that seem to have captured our personnel. Up to multiple regiments that we might have to fight our way through and out of, depending on just how deep the corruption goes. I need every person I can get. So at the very least, your life is spared until the conclusion of this operation. If you are able to drop off one last beacon, and we can see who comes sniffing around, then perhaps that will exonerate you of your crimes. But either way, this force will be eradicated. Any threat to our existence will be put down. And in the future, if anything like this happens again, as your commanding officer and as your bondholder, you are to tell me immediately. Are we clear?
Yes.
Good. Security, open the door. Let him out. He's to be assumed under my direct custody. And then security guards would just wordlessly go over, just open the door, and gesture for you to come out.
I'll walk out slowly.
One last thing. I would lean over a little bit. Do not make me regret this.
Understood.
See to your Warhammer. About what time in the evening would it be? Hopefully before 10 p.m. There's a
Cletus survived.
There is that
for now.
There is that Lieutenant Diane that I was hoping to bring in for further questioning, and there is a rendezvous that I'm planning.
So what time was it that you all had landed?
I kind of presumed it was late afternoonish. Maybe about 4 or 5 p.m.ish.
Yeah. So let's say it's like 6 now.
Okay.
Oh, the food was quite good too. It was a very good sub sandwich.
So then I guess once that's done, just shoot a message out to the to my star, asking them to meet up in, I guess, the command center in command tent, in about an hour. That should give everyone time to do what it is they need to do.
I had a sub sandwich in
Alrighty.
ages. Oh yeah, I hadn't had one in a while either, and oh, they're just so good.
Runa,
Yes.
it's been a little bit of time. Not too much has changed. But the door opens. Other than the fact that the door to your room opens up, and you see a very well-dressed gentleman walk into the room.
Okay, I'm gonna keep my eyes fixed on him. Try not to display any outward show of emotion. Basically, calm, blank, not revealing anything.
So as far as like a physical description, they are wearing, as far as you can tell by the light, like on the shoulders, a very dark brown suit. Like their suit jacket is dark brown, their pants are like a matching brown. You can't like quite see the shirt or tie because of how the shadows fall.
Mm-hmm.
They're blonde. Other than that, the only thing that you were able to pick up as far as like a physical description of them is nondescript.
Could be a spook of some type. Okay. All right.
But yeah, so they walk into the room and kind of stand about, I'll say, 4 feet away.
Okay.
You are here for a reason, and you were going to tell me who you were working with. Now, this can be done in one of 2 ways. We can do this the nice and easy way with very little pain, or we can do it the more difficult. Before we get to that, you've been here for a while, and I'm sure you were starting to get hungry. So, and they snap their fingers, and 2 fairly large people come into the room behind them. One carrying a table, the other carrying what looks like a bowl and some cutlery. They set the table, bowl, and cutlery down in front of you, and one of them unties your hands from the chair. And the nondescript person kind of speaks up again at this point. Consider this a show of kindness, if you will. I would definitely prefer to keep our interaction pleasant.
Okay.
I will be back soon.
Before he leaves the room, I'd like to make a perception check, specifically using my situational awareness. I want to watch his mannerisms, his way of speaking. Do I think he's an intelligent asset? Is he... The way he's talking makes me think, like, you probably know enhanced interrogation techniques. You definitely have some... He doesn't come across me as a criminal underworld goon, something about this speaks trained military, or there's something about him that says like in our world CIA or NSA, or Plan Watch. Something about this screams spook.
Yeah, you can make a, well, you don't even really need to make a roll. You can tell that like you can come to like the conclusion that like the reasonable conclusion that yeah, they're probably some sort of intelligence operator.
Does it have any telltale signs through his mannerisms? Like, is he giving anything away? Like, offering the food, is that maybe a trait of an established organization, or is this like basically I'm looking for anything that might betray what he's done, sort of like how the US has its own way of it deals with intelligence operations. I'm looking for any clue that I can maybe figure this out.
I'm going to say and that's a good line of thinking, but I'm going to say with the organization that they work for, with how new it is in the timeline, it's something that you would not have any knowledge of.
Okay, totally fair. All right, cool. So, new guy, standard handbook of big, spooky, scary. Okay.
Yeah, but you can definitely tell that they're trying to heavily insinuate that complying would be in your best interest.
Okay.
Definitely.
With the food, I might want to roll streetwise with the avoiding danger. Do I suspect the food would have any reason to have any drugs in it that might make me more suggestible? Anything that might weaken my willpower, that like sort of thing? I don't think they're gonna roofie me, but
again, that's something that you wouldn't be able. There isn't a skill that you would be able to really use to see that without tasting the food. Like, you can assume that. Yeah. Like, if you think that Runa, like if you as the player think that Runa would assume that the food is poisoned in some way, you can definitely play it as though that's the case. Remember, with the way that the system works, during your narration, other than me providing dialogue and some actions for the NPCs, you are in control.
All right, so
like you could even sorry for cutting you off here, but you could even say, you could even dictate what some of the what the NPCs do to it as well during your narration.
So using one of my cues, because I've always wanted to lean into this, one of my thing is, if I can't be the smartest, be the strongest. I'm gonna think, if I was interrogating somebody, if I wanted to do things the easy way, I'd soften them up psychologically. Offering food's a good start. And that's a real easy way to administer any kind of number of narcotics that would make them more suggestible to offering up information. So I'm going to just say, nah, I'm not really hungry right now. Honestly, I've got a bit of a sensitive stomach, which is one of my negative traits. I have environmental sensitivities. And with that, if you were to feed me, it has to be a very specific diet, which those drugs wouldn't work on me. So unless I'm going to assume, because this guy comes across me, he's like, I get you're trying to be big and spooky, but I got a feeling you're probably the FNG, the fucking new guy. So I'm going to presume you're a bit of an idiot, and I'm just going to be like, nah, I'm good.
Yeah, they're still like they you said, yeah, I'm good. The bowl, they're leaving the bowl and the basically a spoon there with it and leaving the room.
Is the liquid hot?
It looks like it does come off as warm. Like, if you put your hands to the bowl, yeah, it is warm. It looks like it's some sort of like gruel almost.
Okay, yeah. So I was thinking about, I'm not gonna throw fucking hot soup in someone's face and expect to get out of this. So I'm going to assume with two big guys and one guys, they've got this room covered in the second to make a break for the door. They're gonna fucking break my kneecap. So I'm gonna have to.
Yeah, at the very least, while they're in the room, it probably wouldn't be a good idea to try force.
Yeah, but say there, I have no options here. I have to wait and hope my enhanced interrogation resistance can get me out of something like this. So, for the moment, I have to play by these clowns. So, like, yep, I'm just gonna sit there. I'm gonna be really nice and polite. Runa is anything. I'm very amenable to talking with people, but I'll get what I want eventually.
Yeah, though they have left you essentially unbound. You can get up and move around at this point.
Okay, I want to find out, is there anything in the room? Cameras, if I want to, because I do have that clan watch background. If I was a microphone or a hidden camera, where might I be? Sort of thing. So kind of leaning into my situational awareness or my streetwise for avoiding danger sort of thing. If I was gonna bug a room, where might I hide something?
Alrighty. Roll me perception.
Okay. I also accidentally added a +1 on my last roll. I realized that, so I do apologize.
The difficulty for the last roll was 10, so yeah.
Okay. Oh, goody! 11.
You don't seem to find any. As far as you can tell, there doesn't seem to be any microphones or cameras within the room. Like, you look in all the the standard spots that you would figure they would be, and yeah, you haven't found anything.
Okay. Is there any other, or is there like an air vent to the room? Does the room seem totally secure and kept? Because if it's a warehouse, maybe there's a weak spot somewhere.
There is an air vent. It is like on the ceiling, basically right in front of where the door is.
And there's a window to the door, I'm guessing, right?
There is a window on the door. It's kind of frosted though, so it doesn't like I said, like this basically, and you can even see this now more that you're like getting up and going through the room and stuff like that. Like this was essentially an office at one point. Okay. The desk is still in the room, though it is currently empty.
Okay. This gives me ideas. Is that air vent big enough that I could squeeze into it?
I will say evens yes, odds no.
Okay.
No, it is not.
Okay, cool. So, not getting out that way. Spiking the door is not going to help me. Through that desk, is it a desk that has drawers or anything like that?
Oh yeah, there's four. Yeah, there's 4 drawers on the desk. Like, so you know those like cheap desks that have like the 3 side drawers and then like the tray drawer?
Okay.
Yeah, that's basically what this desk is.
All right, is the desk made out of wood or metal or both?
Combination of the two.
Okay. Here's what I want to do. You know how on drawers there's that track that's made out of the really light flexible metal?
Yeah.
I want to pry that off, and I want to make that into a shiv and put that right under my sleeve. So I've got a 1 stabbing weapon just in case, or something that I can pick a tool at later.
Okay.
Thanks, Marge.
It is a good idea.
Yep.
I would like you.
Yeah.
I'm going to say the closest thing for this would be athletics.
Okay.
Because you're trying to like pull, like use your like just brute strength to kind of pull that off of there.
Okay.
If you don't have it, it's just 2d6 plus your strength stat.
Okay, so 2d6 plus 1. Okay, let's hope for the best here. So boop boop plus 1. Yeah.
Now you're working at it, but you are not quite successful. You can probably get it with a little bit more time. And we'll just kind of signify that by one more roll when we come back to you.
All right,
But currently, Runa is trying to remove a little rolly track thing. So how are the preparations going back at camp?
Preparations, okay.
Back at camp, some time's elapsed, and I'm gonna presume at this point everyone is has kind of made their way into the command tent, and I'm just gonna keep it pretty straightforward and simple. Unfortunately, the intelligence that I was able to get from Iron Badgers regarding what exactly it is we are facing here, or the force composition, is not as conclusive as I would like. This means that we will be forced to rely on any local contacts that we are able to acquire in order to better come to grips with the situation. I've already reached out to the police officer we spoke with earlier today, Lieutenant Diane, and we are rendezvousing with her at 2200 local at the given coordinates, at which point I would just basically kind of tap on the map on a table. Yep. We are going to simply escort her back to the forward operating base and see what information we can get about the criminal and clandestine presences here on Blue Hole. What I can tell you right now is that we are finding ourselves coming across the Word of Blink. I believe Deanna and I are the only two to have any sort of dealings with this entity before. This would have been about 9 months ago. They seem to have taken on a slightly different tact. On this planet, they have gotten themselves in with the various criminal, organized crime families that are operating on the system, providing them with military grade assets and training, and in turn getting eyes wherever they need it, as well as another small army outside of the small detachment that was sent here. Along with this, intelligence suggests that we are unlikely to get any help from the official forces that are garrisoned on this planet. It very well may be that there is some sort of implicit or under-the-table deal between these present forces and the Word of Blake. So we cannot take any chances. Initially, I was going to escort Lieutenant Diane to our forward operating base in order to interrogate her myself. But, given the circumstances, and given the opportunity to possibly find whoever has compromised our Mechwarrior Cletus, this may be a good operation for all of us to come out and operate with. In theory, it will be a very simple operation. It should be boring. Make our way to the rendezvous point, meet up with Lieutenant Diane's personal vehicle, escort her to the base. She very well may be pursued, she may be followed, there may be some other element that is keeping an eye on things. We will be keeping our eyes open as much as possible in order to make sure that nothing interferes with her arrival at our base. Along with that, any forces that do appear, we will attempt to capture alive, if possible, for further questioning. Any questions? I will take the silence as no. We depart in 1 hour. Dismissed.
Alrighty. So, an hour passes, and well, a little over an hour passes, and you find yourselves at the rendezvous. And Lieutenant Diane is there waiting for you. I would like all of you to make a perception check. Please and thank you.
Is perception a skill?
It is. It is an intelligence-based skill. If you don't have it, it's just 2d6 plus your intelligence.
Oh, I like that. 8.
I would like to invoke my +1 to perception test regarding surprises or ambush, since that is the express purpose of this mission.
Yep.
So I'm all
Yeah,
right. So
that's it's fully valid for this roll.
So I'm gonna have a +1 to that. Esme.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. You're part of that party too.
There.
Yeah.
There.
Alrighty. So, Esme and Kirka, for just a moment, like, so fast that most people would think of it as just like a sensor ghost, you see a blip on the at the extreme range of your sense. And Kirka, you manage to notice that for a split second, the designator for a mech pops up. You weren't able to catch all of it, but you do see RVN. Before it disappears. Other than that, you manage to collect your charge and lead her back to the forward operating base. Runa, give me another strength check, please.
Okie dokie. So that is 2d6 plus. Come on, baby. Oh my god. I'm all butterfingers.
Oh no.
You can use Edge to re-roll that.
That's what I was gonna do.
Oh, yeah.
Yep, we're doing that. Because fuck me sideways. Jesus. All right, come on, homie. Oh my god.
It's better. It's
Yeah.
better. It will take you a little bit more time. But you are able, like, you do end up managing to remove one of the tracks. It's gonna take you another few minutes to work it free, but you're able to eventually get it free.
Okay.
But it's gonna take a little bit of doing and a little bit of swearing, and I am going to do you get noticed?
Let's hope not.
The answer is maybe. So it's at this point that we cut back to the camp. And
Actually, about 2/3 of the way back to camp, I would advise the remainder of the force to keep moving and I am going to go into a nearby thicket and do a little bit of finagling in order to get my active probe and ECM operating at full capacity.
Okay. To what end?
Kirka knows that a raven is following around somewhere, and she is going to track it down.
Alrighty. So how long are you gonna kind of try and keep a lookout?
It'll be about 15 minutes.
Alrighty. Yeah. So throughout that 15 minutes, you don't see the signature. Actually, give me a perception.
Let's see. I'll just do it as a +6 since I'm not really anticipating being surprised since I'm the one that's trying to be a surprise.
Yeah, so you don't catch another glimpse of the raven.
I'm gonna burn one of my edges to reroll that too, actually. Let's see. Fuck!
Oh no!
Oh well.
Oh.
Alrighty. Well, if I don't see another glimpse of it, then at the very least, I'll head back to base and I will pass along to patrol elements to keep an eye open for what might seem to be a sensor ghost, but very well might actually be what would likely be a Raven 3L.
The dice are cool. They've been pretty nasty so far, yeah. They really have.
Alrighty.
Just sort of a bolo.
Yeah. Okay, so you are now back at camp. And how does that go?
Sorry.
No worries.
Pretty straightforward. Kirka would put the Timberwolf on standby mode, climb out. Rather than go into the mech base, she would have parked right next to the command tent. Something is off and she feels it, so she wants to be ready. She doesn't like the fact that that a mech popped up on her sensors and she hasn't been able to track it down. But she has other things she needs to be doing at the moment. So she's going ahead into the command tent. Lieutenant Diane would probably have been escorted in there already and is waiting.
Now, was this a pleasant, cordial?
Yes. Yeah. She and I had a verbal communication a few hours ago. At which point, let's see, I have it in my post session. Essentially, I informed her that we had some information that we might be able to help her out with, and then was hoping that we would be able to piece together some sort of bigger picture so that we could figure out what exactly happened with our missing personnel.
Alright.
So at that point, once she comes in, Lieutenant Diane, lovely seeing you this evening. Thank you for coming out.
Well, I do wish it was under better circumstances.
As do I. Unfortunately, as I said earlier, I have people I need to save. So, I suppose I should just come out and say it. You have noticed how organized crime in the city seems to have evolved within recent months. Yes?
How would she put this? Well, I'm not 100% sure what you're talking about with that. I've been dealing with quite a few security details recently. So as far as there've been quite a few VIPs in that have been planetside recently. So as far as what has been changing amongst the organized crime elements, unfortunately, I'd be the wrong person to ask.
Fair enough. Several VIPs, you said, particularly recently. Do you happen to remember a gentleman by the name of Mechwarrior Winslow? A demi-presenter with Comstar.
I know we had some people from Comstar come through recently. I fortunately don't really remember the names. There's, I think, a group of 10 individuals in there, in the entourage total.
Okay. And where might this... and as part of the security detail, do you happen to know where this entourage resides?
Well, the last place I had brought them to was the governor's mansion. However, that was about 2 weeks ago now, and my one of my subordinates informed me that he already accompanied them back to the spaceport.
I see. Did anything seem off about these individuals that you were escorting around from that recent entourage?
Oh, I mean, Comstar is most of the people that are associated with them seem a little bit off.
Comstar aside, even within the context of being Comstar, did they seem particularly strange? Maybe a little too generic? Too nondescript? Almost trying a little too hard to blend in? No noticeable traits to the point of the absence of them being noticeable?
I don't really remember that per se, but I know that a couple of them seemed very zealous. Like more so than the admittedly limited number of Comstar representatives that I've had dealings with, but they seemed rather, like I said, zealous is the only word that I can use to describe them. That was the main bit of oddness that I had noticed. And as she's saying this, you get a ping on your data pad.
Pardon me one moment while I check this.
And it's a map. Basically, there's like the forward operating base is pinned on it, but there's another structure that's quite a ways off to the northwest. It looks like a warehouse of some sort. And the significant thing about it is there seems to be like it's basically a still image that you're seeing. There seems to be 8 heat signatures that look to be like mech scale heat signatures that are showing up on these.
Yeah.
And there was like no accompanying
No
text or anything like that. It was just that image.
Just ping. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, Max.
So, Lieutenant, do you know this area of the outskirts of the city well at all? Have you had any dealings out here in any way, shape, or form?
Not recently. I know there's a couple of warehouses out this way, usually used for holding like more volatile material, but that's all I know about.
I
don't
would
like to keep that sort of stuff in the middle of the city. If something happens.
Kirko sets the datapad down and turns it around, sliding it towards Lieutenant Diane. How about battle mech reactors?
She just kind of looks at you with a confused look on her face, like, I work in the city mostly. The governor is the one who deals primarily with the forces that patrol outside of the city. As you can see, like, when you brought me in here, I don't have battle mech.
Right.
I unfortunately, I don't get to play with those nice toys. This is the outskirts of the city and outside of the borders of the city, for the most part, are outside of my group.
Fair enough. In that case, I seem to have unfortunately wasted your time for no good reason, and I sincerely apologize. However, a friendly word of warning. Your forces with the security details might become a lot more tied up here in the very near future. I will forward you some of the information that I've managed to acquire about organized crime, as well as the presence of a clandestine organization that we seem to have gotten on the wrong side of. You may do with this information what you will, but I would suggest keeping it away from anyone attached to the governor or either the 2nd Davion Guards or Sterling's Fusiliers. Since I know you work with, I'm willing to suspect that you work with both of those a reasonable amount. if anything comes up regarding any of the crime families or any sort of strangely military grade situations that happen to arise within the city, would you be willing to let me know?
Sure. To be fair though, the last military grade anything that came into the city was a truck that your friend was driving. But yeah, if I notice something, I will. I'll try to get a hold of you.
I appreciate it. Thank you very much. I will have some of my... Actually, no. I will escort you back to the outskirts of the city myself. Something feels off about this situation. I am going to, as she considers those words, forward the map to the active personnel, informing them to look over the map and to be on guard for any sort of movement or signatures that might be approaching from the direction of the warehouse. The idea would essentially be I'm just escorting her back and then heading back to the forward operating base, and then I guess we'll go from there with what may or may not be some nice fun stompy times.
Oh, pretty.
Stompy time.
Pick up some map here.
You've still got a little bit of red squiggle under the orange hexes.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
But if I get rid of the that squiggle, I have to reapply the orange hex.
Fair. Wasn't sure if you just wasn't sure if it was an erase thing or if it was a well disguised thing.
Just out of curiosity, I should be seeing like a jungle or something, right? Like for the map, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
A
Just
forest
making
with
sure.
a bunch of hexes in front of it.
Yeah. Okay. Just making sure.
Yeah.
Yep, it's basically the same map as before, but with hex tiles.
Yeah, less of a map and more of a, this is what this area kind of looks like, theater of the mind.
Yeah, pretty much. Okay, so now let's go. Map. Boop. And boop. Okay, so what you all see when you get on site is a complex of about 3 buildings. There's one large building and 2 smaller buildings. Off to the west of these structures, it looks like there's some like rocky terrain. You guys are coming from the basically the southeast, so like you don't run into that. It's all like kind of foresty area, moving up towards them. There are. You. One moment. I will get the mechs on there. Yeah, you'll be that one. are. It'll be that one. Both of you. We'll do that one. So what you see, and I'm assuming you are coming from. Boy, go where I put you.
Okay, I fixed it.
Why is my icon so small?
Well, in the greater context of the universe, we're all small.
In the greater context of the universe, sure, but you know.
But here, not good.
Rainathes Erodin and Slurper just redeemed head pats
I am
for
the universe observer
250
myself,
points.
therefore I am as big as I want to be.
Thank you for head
I am the
pads.
pale blue dot.
Looks like we're getting close to some kind of stompy, some stompy time, probably.
We're so fucking small at this map.
Yeah, they are tiny. They're tiny.
We're not dragging our individual people in here. We're in battle mechs.
Okay, I don't know why those are coming out so small. Give me a second here to.
Yeah.
Oh, that's going on. I'm gonna step away for just a second. Get something to drink.
So if you want to put your tokens on the bottom right,
Do this first, though.
I'm figuring that's where you're coming in from because I don't see anybody's tokens.
Yeah, that's the problem. They're on there. They're just really,
Are they
really,
really?
really small. Like,
Oh dear God! Yeah, mine's only like 4
Like-
pixels of background image.
yeah, it's literally
Wait,
2 by 2 pixels.
I don't
For some reason.
see mine at all. Wait.
Oh wow,
Yeah.
that's
What am I looking
Oh,
for? I don't
no,
even know what
okay.
I'm looking for.
Yeah.
I don't even see
hold
mine.
on. Hold on, give me a second. I had to do this because of the last map because of size issues. Don't move your thing around.
Here.
Okay. Yeah, that's better. Oh my god.
I don't know where Esme is
I-
located.
Can't quite. I don't think I'm actually on there yet. I don't.
The heck's right below Kirika.
Why am I struggling to?
Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
Oh no, I
Yeah.
am there. I'm so tiny I can't even see.
Give me a second.
Okay.
Mhm.
There, everybody is normal size.
Yay. Very small. Very small. Very small as me.
Yeah, I had to change sizes because of the last map for some reason.
No, that's okay.
But yes, everybody is on the map. Align yourself how you would be aligned walking up on this scene. And as I said, there is a Wolverine, a Phoenix Hawk, and 2 Valkyries currently arrayed against them.
Wait, so are we like we're on foot? We're on foot. And there's mechs. That's kind of spooky.
I only see 3. Is the 4th one also tiny?
Nope.
No, it's just blending in.
Yeah,
Because
I
it's
see. It's hard to see that
camouflage.
one. Yeah.
Yeah, it's over here.
Oh dear God, that is blended in, isn't it?
Yeah,
Mhm.
it's gray in a world of green. Versus the
Yeah.
other 2 are at least a nice stark white.
It's also, I think, the dimensions of the map as well.
No.
How did you do that?
Ah!
You dingus.
Right as I moved, the map like zoomed out and everything got all messed up. I don't know.
Oh my god.
Everything was fine. Okay, now there. That's where I want to be.
Okay.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
Rainathes Erodin and Slurper just redeemed head pats for
Good
250
head pads.
points.
So,
Oh, I can
you
only
see
down because
4
my
mechs
back's hurting.
arrayed against.
Can only disappear. Oh, okay. I hope your back feels
Kirka.
better. Thanks for hanging out.
Alright, it's your narration.
Oh.
Party time.
Blameless. She does no wrong.
1, 2, 3.
I see.
You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna use a plot point to double time. Actually, is it worth it to double time?
Wait, how is this?
2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
Gotta
7,
get
8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Not quite close enough. No, I won't double time.
There's this.
All right, gonna move up a little bit.
Yeah.
I think you have one more movement from where you're sitting.
Oh. Yeah. There we go. Works for me.
Alrighty. Alrighty. Who would like to go next?
I think I'm just gonna do pretty much exactly the same for the moment and stay more or less in formation.
That is entirely fair. Cletus or Esme?
Same, and just move forward too. Kind of keep it tight.
Alright, and Esme?
How's our movement work with just, or has it with this?
Movement is number of hexes. So
Yeah.
you have a movement 3, so you can move 3 hexes.
Oh, it's still the 3? Okay. All right.
Yeah.
I'll
Yeah,
just.
it's always-
whatever
I'm also
your
gonna
mech
do.
does.
I'll just do the same too and just stay kind of in the formation.
Alrighty. So Runa,
Yes.
by this time you have managed to get your
Okay, now I'm gonna step away for just a
desk
minute.
drawer slider shiv created. You at the very least think you were quiet while you were doing it. You know what? Give me an intelligence test. So just 2d6 plus your intelligence.
Okay. 7. My God.
So
Water's wet.
you looking at this thing, you're, I'll say 60% confident at how well this is gonna like stand up to any sort of
Real puncture.
yeah. You're kind of confident, like, but it's, you know, you're not under any assumptions that it's gonna last very long.
Yeah, basically, unless I stab somebody right in the eye or up their nose, it might go through their neck. It might.
Yeah, it might work. It's not going to do very much damage.
Okay.
So you're probably looking at, I'm going to say 3 damage, at the most.
Okay.
But yeah, so you have your desk shiv. What would you like to do?
Well, I guess I'm gonna go up to the door and I'm going to take a listen. Let's see if I can ascertain if this door's currently, if there's anybody nearby it.
Oakley dokley, roll perception.
All right then, so I'm gonna do that. So that should be 2d6 plus, I think it's, what do I have on my sheet here? Hold on. Plus 5. Yeah, I got a chance here to roll something above a fucking 3 at this point. What the fuck?
As far as you can tell, there isn't anybody like right nearby where you are. Like you can hear some sounds, but they sound like they're coming from like further away in the building. They're like exceptionally loud.
All right, well, fuck it. The risk lives. So let's try picking this lock. So I guess I will try and figure if I have any skills that would help me with that.
Give me a second.
Maybe, yeah, maybe streetwise, maybe.
That would be an escape artist.
Okay, yeah, I didn't think so. All right, what do I roll for this one?
Reflex base. So
Okay.
2d6 plus your reflex.
Okay, well that's not terrible. That's a 3 at least. So 2d6 plus 3. Come on.
You are working at it. You are not successful as yet.
All right, I will keep at it and just hopefully I can at least get this thing weakened anyway.
Alrighty. So, back outside. 1, 2, 3. Valkyrie the first jumps. 1, 2, 3. Valkyrie the second jumps. 1, 2, 3. Phoenix Hawk jumps. Sure, both the Phoenix Hawk and the right? Yeah. Wolverine, 1, 2, 3 jumps. So all 4 of these mechs are closing in, and we're gonna start with the Phoenix Hawks as far as, or sorry, the Valkyries as far as shooting. So Valkyrie 1 here is 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 away from either Kirka or Deanna. We're gonna go Kirka.
Okay.
Have a Valkyrie shooting at you.
Not for long.
It is going to be shooting with an LRM.
Okay, return.
Okay.
Oh,
Boop.
we are fighting these on foot. Wow.
Boop.
Yep, it misses. And then 6. Alrighty. So, the other one is going to
Incoming
try
missiles, yeah,
and
yeah.
also shoot you with LRM, because that would be the smartest. Boop. Boop. They miss, but
Maybe I'm
barely.
confused. Do we have a...
I'll take barely.
Huh? Barely definitely works. So the Phoenix Hawk.
I'm just gonna see what happens. Maybe I missed the part that we actually have next.
The Phoenix Hawk and the Wolverine are too far to shoot. Kirka.
Oh boy. Kirka is going to activate the jump jets. 1,
Never
2,
mind,
3.
we're in our mechs. I don't know, I was confused. Wow, okay.
Yeah, activate the jump jets.
Raina
And she's gonna
Pizarodin and
shoot at this
Clover thought
first
it was
Valkyrie
wise to
that,
use 250 points
is
on
now
head
3
pass.
hexes
Oh,
away
thank
from
you
her.
for the head pad.
I'm going to be doing so with the 2 large pulse lasers and the 2 medium pulse lasers on this baby. So first first, the large pulse laser. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Teehee teehee.
Yeah, that hits.
7 damage to the torso
The Valkyrie.
of a Valkyrie.
Roll to see if you crit.
No joy.
Do not crit. That definitely fucks that Valkyrie up.
Uh-huh. And there's another pair of lasers coming in as well that are just as accurate.
Oh.
Well, not just. They're those. You rolled a 25 last time.
True.
They hit.
Yeah. So that's going to be 5 more damage to the right leg.
5 to the right leg, you say?
Yes.
Okay, roll to see if you crit.
That I do crit.
That is a crit. And that was a leg hit.
Yes, it was.
So roll me a d6.
4.
4. -1 move. Should count as jumping, but it is what it is.
I mean, to be fair, I think the Valkyrie has jump jets in its legs.
I mean, that's where most tanks have their jump jets.
Yeah. Legs and side torsos. So.
Yeah. Any other shots?
Nope. Those 2 lasers are plenty.
Oh, Oakley-dokley. And that's all you've got, so who would like to go next? Or I'm assuming that's all you've got.
It is.
Yeah, we'll just keep her going. Gonna go up here and take shots at the north one.
Alrighty.
PPC's an autocannon. What's its speed?
Its speed is effectively 4 because it jumped.
Okay. Jesus fucking Christ.
Yep, you hit.
Yeah, 21. Nice.
And this is with PPC, you
That's
said?
the PPC, so that's 10 to the torso.
Yep. So
So
that
sad.
Valkyrie is just disappeared. Boop. So how does this look? You overkilled the torso by 2.
Jesus.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, as you know, they're moving into battle. She approaches it just like she was the Falcons on roadside, gets close, snaps a shot off, and is just kind of dumbfounded for a second as the PPCs bore clean through the torso, and the only thing the LBX slug hits is air.
Yeah. Yeah, that tracks. Alrighty. Cletus or Esme?
Go ahead.
Oh, okay. I'll go. I'm gonna move to here.
Jump or no jump?
I'll jump.
Okay.
Okay.
Remember that does add 1 heat to your total
Yeah. Okay.
as well.
Okay. And then I will just. Okay. I used my Gauss on. I can't tell what this is over here.
The closest one to you, that is
The Phoenix
a
Hawk.
Phoenix
yeah.
Hawk. Okay, yeah. I'll use my Gauss on that.
Alright.
My other. Okay.
It jumped as well.
Okay.
So that's gonna remove the benefit from.
Okay. I think it's okay. So I think cancel it out. Should just be this. Oh, wait, am I doing? No, I'm doing.
You don't
gunnery,
remember how
right?
to do this, Steve.
It's been too
Yeah,
long. Yeah, it's been too long. It's gunnery, right?
Yes, it's
Yeah.
gunnery.
Okay.
So it's 2d6
2d6
plus
and
your
then the
gunnery.
and then the jumps cancel each other, so it's just a gunnery.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
20.
You hit.
All right. 2d6. 7.
That is a first hit, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, first hit. How much damage?
5 damage.
5 damage. Torso.
All right. And that's my move.
All right. Are you not firing your PPC? You should be able to, right?
I mean, I
Can still be
can...
heat neutral.
No.
And still be heat
Well,
neutral?
that's no, because I jumped. That's why I decided to just do gosh, I guess.
All right. PPC is.
Wait. Oh no,
PPC
it
is
would
4
be.
heat
I
then?
was looking at that wrong because the heat isn't. Oh wait, I mixed that up. Yeah, I can shoot the I can shoot the PPC also.
That's why I asked.
I thought I looked at it right. I thought they were both like 2 heat for some reason. I don't know. I was looking at this
No,
wrong.
No, the medium pulse lasers are 2 heat.
Yeah, I see that. Okay, no.
Mm-hmm.
I'll shoot that too. If I can.
Yep.
Okay. Another 20. All right.
So this guy is going to burn their edge.
Okay.
And force you to re-roll that 60.
Roll a 6. Okay.
Yes.
And I had a.
So just roll 1d6.
Oh,
yeah.
roll 1d6. Okay.
Yep, that's all you're doing.
Okay. 3.
Okay. So that brings that roll from
20 to 17.
20. Yep. Down to a 17, which means you miss.
Okay.
They don't want to die.
They block themselves about 10 seconds.
Yep. They bought themselves enough time to fire one more time, hopefully.
Mm-hmm.
Or fire once, hopefully. Alrighty, and I'm assuming that's all you've got.
Yeah. Yeah, that's all.
Okay. Cletus.
So I'm gonna burn a plot point to move 4. So I'm gonna go here.
Oakley dokley.
Bam. Right there. And then I'm gonna pop off a shot with my PPCs at that same mech, and then after that I'm gonna pop off a shot at the same mech with my lasers.
Okay, so you're firing everything at the Phoenix Hawk. Okay.
Yes, sir. I don't think I hit with the PPCs.
Nope. You miss. If
This
you
would
still have
be-
edge.
Yep.
Yeah. So if I use an edge, is it just a flat reroll?
Yeah. So basically, how edge works is for basically any roll. I'm gonna say other than like a critical roll, so any like attack roll, skill roll, things like that, you can choose either to have me re-roll one or both dice, or you can choose to re-roll one or both dice.
Right. Yeah. So I am gonna use an edge there on that first roll.
Yep.
Then. So here's that, and the same thing, dude.
Wow.
Oh.
You
Alright.
apparently were
Brutal.
meant to miss that roll.
Yeah.
So that shot flies wide.
Yeah, and then I guess I'm going to use I'm going to use my 3 medium pulse here. So let me fire that off. There we go. There's something that's not an 11.
It does miss.
Damn. All right.
Oh.
Big moves.
The Phoenix Hawk, zippy quick.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Runa. You
Yes.
attempted to pick a lock, and you were not as successful as you would have liked.
Diddly it. We're gonna keep going.
If at first you don't succeed, try again.
That's right. So 2d6 plus what was
Did
you
would
decide?
be,
Intelligence?
No, for lockpicking.
Yes.
That's going to be reflexes, because that
Okay,
would
so
be escape art.
Okay. All right. Come on. 13?
Alrighty. you manage, after a little bit more finagling, to get the lock open.
All right, so I'm gonna slowly open the door, making sure it doesn't make any real noise. And I just want to take a quick peek out and assess my situation. I'd like to roll perception.
You can do one in personal scale narrations. You can do essentially one thing per turn. So you can either like use a skill, move, or shoot or attack. Right?
Okay. All right. So in that case, yeah, I've already picked my lock for this turn. So, yep, I'm gonna kind of wait for my opportunity, and I guess that's my turn.
Alrighty. Okay. One moment. Up. I mean, you didn't hear that. Not at all.
I heard
no bushwhacker. Okay, so Valkyrie, the injured, is gonna jumpity that way. The Wolverine, is gonna jumpity that way. Phoenix Hawk is gonna go straight down that way. Valkyrie the Injured is going to fire at Vienna. And as the range is very close, they are going to use their medium laser, which happens to be their primary weapon, and is going to miss. The Phoenix Hawk is going to first fire 2 medium lasers. 5 at Cletus. And
You need my dodge roll. That's 2d6s plus my mech piloting skill, right?
that is correct.
All right, just making sure. All right. There you go.
That is definitely a miss.
Hey, there we go.
And yeah, they can't fire the machine guns. And they can't fight. Alrighty. 4 more mech signatures pop up on your screen. Well, all of your screens. And they are kind of close. Boop, 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 boop. You see a king crab, a highlander, a hunchback, and a bushwhacker.
Oh, I see you're taking full advantage of the fact I provided those.
Oh.
I actually had to do some work with them because, like, normally what I'll do is I'll just write down, like, the structure and armor on a piece of paper and do it that way, but I had to, like, move the sheets that you did into an image file so that I could mark off the pips on my phone.
Got it.
It's easier that way, and I have a stylus.
Yeah, that tracks.
Yeah. So that's that. Kirka.
Okay. With the arrival of new mech signatures, it's going to be that much more imperative that we take these things out as quickly as possible. All forces regroup around these coordinates. We need to wipe out this forward. We need to wipe out these lighter mechs before we get separated and herded. You know what? No, I'm not going to say it that way. Clear out these lighter mechs. We have a lot of heavy armor coming this way. And let's see. If I just move 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 is what I'm counting there. Can I move, shoot? Can I shoot, move, then shoot again? If I don't fire all my weapons in the first salvo?
Like, shoot some of your weapons, move, and then shoot the rest of your weapons at another target?
Yes.
I don't see why not, but yeah, I'll be okay with that.
Okay. In that case, I am going to take care of the Valkyrie, or at least take another pot shot at it before I move on. So I'm gonna fire my ER small lasers at it.
Okay. And then what's everything else going at the Phoenix Hawk?
The medium pulse lasers and the large pulse lasers will be going after the Phoenix Hawk. Yep.
Okay.
So, calculation, since... Is this still using my previous movement, or no, for purposes of calculating to hit ratio? Since I'm not planning on jumping this time, but I did jump last time.
You would be using this turn, whatever you're planning on doing this turn.
Got it. Okay. I am perfectly content with that. So that is going to be a plus 12.
Yeah, you hit.
Hit torso, baby. 11 left arm for 5 damage.
Left arm for 5 damage. That removes the arm.
Sick. Oh yeah, that's the one that the laser was on. Cool. All right. I'll take that. So then, now I'm going to move.
No, the left arm is the one.
Oh, I'm sorry, left. I thought right.
Yeah.
My bad. 1, 2.
Nope, it
3.
still has its laser.
Ah, shucks. Oh well. I'm presuming Deanna will have more than enough ability to take out that Valkyrie now that it's literally one breath away from dying. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's long range from the Phoenix Hawk, right? Yerp. Alrighty. So then I got 2. Alright, then I can't fire my medium pulses. Should have done that calculation. Silly me. It's okay. I will just do the large pulses then at the Phoenix Hawk.
Oh, they don't.
Not a great goal.
Still not a terrible.
No.
It hits.
Okay, cool. That is going to be 7 damage to the torso.
How's this look?
Kirka first, as she's giving her command, opens fire on the Valkyrie. 3 small lasers flash out from their positions underneath her fuselage and sever the left arm of the Valkyrie, more or less at the joint. She then turns and moves forward, encroaching onto the Phoenix Hawk. As soon as she sees her crosshair get into position as the Phoenix Hawk lands, and before it's able to really recover, she opens fire with her large pulse lasers, and which strike true at the area that had already taken a hit from Esme's slug rifle, causing a brilliant bluish-white flash as the reactor shielding fails, and the Phoenix Hawk collapses onto the ground, first by the knees and then slumping forward.
Nice. Alrighty. Deanna. I'm assuming you're wanting to go next?
Yep. And Deanna is going to follow suit, just unloading on this Phoenix Hawk, and then... Or Phoenix Hawk Valkyrie, and then pulling back regardless?
The other Veritech.
Yes. Speed 3 this time?
It
yes,
is-
because it was -1 before, but yeah, it's speed 3.
Mhm.
Effectively.
Yeah, 2+ jump.
Right. So PPC's first then, and this is, oh god, this is point blank.
Yep. That is a miss.
We'll save the edge for the big boys and just move on to the LB10.
That's fair.
And actually, I think with the other shit so far out, we're gonna add the two medium lasers to it too.
Oakley dokley. So LBs.
LB with a slug.
That is a hit.
That is the right arm for 4.
Right arm. Alrighty. Roll me to see if you get a crit. You do. Table. Roll me 1d6, please. That's 2. Well, that was the right arm. And primary weapon / weapon group is destroyed. So you done blew up its medium laser.
Alright, now let's see if we can done blow up the rest of it.
There's a good chance of that happening.
Yeah, because there's not a lot left of this poor thing, is there?
No, there is not. And yep, you definitely hit.
The right arm again,
And
which
how
means
much?
5 more.
Okay, yeah. How does that look? Because that transfers completely into the torso, and there's only one tip of structure left on the torso.
Yeah, as Kirika takes an arm off and turns and gets out of there, Deanna puts herself between the two. Tries the same. She doesn't quite get the PPCs right because of it not going quite as quick now. But then is able to correct with both the autocannon and the lasers to take the other arm off and just wander into the engine shielding, causing it to immediately shut down and slump over.
Nice.
And then... No, stupid thing. And then, yeah, she's gonna back off too.
Alrighty. Cletus or Esme?
Again.
Cletus or Esme? Next narration.
Oh, alright. I'll go ahead and move here. Yeah, thank you for circling that guy. He's very dark.
He is very well hidden.
And you are in long range.
Alright, let me see if I
You should
can
have
pull
something
anything
that
off
hits
here.
long range.
Yeah, just making sure I don't say the wrong thing.
Yeah.
I have my ER PPCs can hit long range, but they're -2, so.
Yep.
I'm gonna try to fire one of those off at that guy with a 14.
Speed difference?
Oh, is there a speed difference? I didn't even think.
There would be a speed difference because the Wolverine is move 3. Actually,
Alright.
You would
Okay,
be
so it's a 13.
2 down from that because they jumped. So that technically you would have gotten. Because
All right.
effectively their movement.
So I big miss.
It happens.
And that's all I can do because I don't have anything else that can fire that far.
Alrighty. Esme?
Okay. I'm going to jump to here.
Yep. And that puts you in long range.
Yeah. And then I'll use my PPC and Gauss rifle.
Oh, wait. Which would you like to fire first?
I'll do the Gauss first.
Gauss away. So they're right now effectively movement 4, but you said you were jumping, so you're even.
Okay, so that evened out. All right.
Yeah.
A 10, but it's long range. 8, 16.
That is a miss with the Gauss.
Okay. And then the PPC. Another 16.
That is unfortunately another miss with the Gauss.
All right. Okay.
And I'm assuming that's everything you've got.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Runa,
Yes.
you have opened your door.
All right, I'm
You
going
are-
to roll stealth. I'm getting the fuck out of here.
Alrighty.
All right,
Roll
2d6
me
plus.
your stealth.
All right, 2d6 plus 5. Come on, baby.
Okay, so as far as you can tell, you are hidden as you are trying to pick your way through the hallways in this building. So are you specifically looking for like a way out, or are you
Yeah.
looking for anything else specifically?
Well, I'm here anyway. I'm gonna try and find another office with a computer or something. It's one of my
Oh.
compulsions, so I gotta
Yeah,
gotta
that is-
snoop.
that is perfectly fine. And you are in a pretty decent situation to do so. If I could get you to roll me, give me a second.
Yep.
I might want to. I'm thinking perception, but there might be something that's better.
Okay.
Um, Okay, so if you have investigation, that will
I do?
probably net you a better result, but I
Okay.
will accept either investigation or perception.
Perception does give me a 5, so I'll take that. Come on, baby. 13. Why can I not roll above 13 tonight? This is rough.
Okay, so you are able to find an office. It's gonna take you a little bit, and I'm gonna need you to make me another skill.
Okay, so I think it's +5. Double check. Stealth is indeed a +5. Come on, 14. Hey, I can roll above a 13.
Yeah.
Ah.
Alrighty, so as far as you can tell, you have evaded notice once again.
Fantastic.
As you dip into what looks like another office. And at that, we're going to go back to the mech fight outside.
Yep.
Wolverine this time is not going to jump. They're just going to kind of walk forward. 1, 2, 4. So they are short range from Cletus. And Cletus, you're about to get shot at. once I get down to the Wolverine stat block. Actually, no, they are going to jump. Yeah, they are going to jump. But first, they're going to fire an AC 5 at you.
There's my retort.
So, 3 jumped. They miss. Actually,
Hell
you know
yeah.
what? They're going to re-roll that. The whole thing.
Alright.
They hit.
Damn.
So that is AC 5. That's going to be 2 damage. Going to the right arm. And now they're going to fire off a medium laser and SRM 6 at you.
Here's one dodge.
They hit.
Damn.
It's the medium laser and SRM 6 are the same weapon group.
Okay.
Yeah. So no extra damage. So you are going to take 4 damage to the left arm as you get hit with a few SRM missiles and a medium laser. Alrighty. So, boop. I do believe it. 2 speed? Nope. It is 1 jump. So it's just going to trundle on forward. Because it are slow. Boop. And boop, boop, boop. So the other 4 mechs are closing in. And that is all they can do right now. Kirka.
I am going to move. Let's see. We're going to move up. 1, 2, 3. I can see it. Thank you.
Okay, just in case.
I appreciate it. So that puts me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 away from the Wolverine by my math.
Yep.
That is medium.
Yep.
Right. Okay. I'll have jumped for that, as she is going to fire with her large and medium pulse lasers directly
There goes
at
the
this
channel.
little fella.
CAI_tan just rated with 7 odd ones.
Yep. Alrighty.
Oh.
So that is going to be a plus
Yeah, tan? Is that how that is? Hello,
14
hi.
for the large pulse lasers.
Thank you for the raid. How are you doing? Welcome, welcome. Hi, hello.
Yeah, that's a hit.
How was your stream? How was your stream?
7 damage
Shout
to the. I lost
Oh,
track
hi,
of
third tier gaming.
I am
Hello.
silly goose.
How are you?
Right arm. 7 damage to the right arm of that Wolverine.
Pronounced K-tan?
Roll
Okay,
2d6
T?
for me.
Okay. Hello, hi.
Critical!
Oh, there's a critical hit. Wow.
Alrighty.
I guess also, hi, third tier gaming. How are you?
Thank you for the
Alright,
follow
critical.
CAI_tan.
A 1d6, please.
4.
4. So it's going to be primary weapon / weapon group.
Fellow cat girl. Oh, I see, I see, I see. Well, thank you for the follow. Also, welcome to the chaos. If you don't know, I am Sorceress and I'm a chaotic trans cat girl VTuber. I love to make the worst choices in the funnest ways. Also love doing
AC5,
art
I
and
guess.
music as well.
Yep,
But tonight we
AC5
are
done.
playing Mechwarrior Destiny, doing tabletop stuff. It's been pretty fun. Oh, hi
Alrighty.
DJ. Hello. How are you doing? Hi.
Oh, well, you know, every little bit helps.
Yeah,
It does,
good to
it
have
does.
you here.
Alright, so
Recommendation.
Now
from
medium
Third Tier. I
pulses.
see. Oh.
Totally dope.
Oh, well, I
Whack.
appreciate it. Oh yeah, no problem with the shout out. Also, third
That's a
tier.
hit.
I hope you're all
Okay.
doing well. Hope you're all doing well.
5 damage now to the, I think that's the right leg.
So,
DJ underscore Bonebreaker
oh,
just
it is.
redeemed
I just
Russian
double
sippy drink
checked.
sippy drink, yeah.
for 250 points.
Red leg.
One more.
Say goodbye to the armor. Ho ho ho.
Yep. Armor is decimated on that leg.
Hmm.
There we go. Okay. Shout out there. But yeah, we're in a stompy.
But I'm assuming that's the last of your pirate.
We're in a stompy robot fight right now, so
Yeah, the ER small lasers
pretty
are on
fun.
range.
wiping out some mechs.
Dokely. I'm assuming Deanna's going next.
Yes, sir.
Doing as okay as I can be right now with everything. And I completely get that. I feel the same.
7
Oh, yeah.
Long range.
long range, so that is going to be just the LB, so
Simply
that this thing has a
independent
chance to cool
Game
down,
dub obvious
and
feature
realistically,
various
it's
games was
just
on
the
my
pot
friend's
shot. So you said it's what, move
once
4?
out of Minecraft. Oh.
Currently, yes.
Oh, nice, nice. What kinds of games do you work on?
Okay,
That's awesome.
6 base, -1 because spicy, -2 because speed and spicy. Yeah, this is just a pot shot.
Oof. A pot shot that almost hit.
How
That was-
almost is almost?
You were off by 1. You rolled an 11, they rolled a 12.
Fuck it, we'll take the reroll.
Oh yeah, reroll, reroll.
Just the 2.
Yeah, that's fair. You hit. And that's the torso.
That's 4.
4 damage to the torso. Okie doke.
Currently working on a roguelike top-down shooter was on movement shooter before.
Alrighty.
but
Cletus
it's on my
or
burn
Esme?
tracker. Oh, nice, nice. I'll go. Let's see. I'm gonna jump. I think to.
Okie doke.
Actually, hold on. I gotta look at one thing. Oh. Just. Yeah, it's gotta double check. Okay. Yeah. I will jump here.
Mhm.
And then gonna use my my Gauss and my 2 medium pulse lasers. Start with the both of them went 2 medium pulse lasers. So I'll start with those.
Okay. So medium pulses first.
Yeah. And okay, so that okay. And then +2, and then did the jumps cancel each other out again? I think.
Yep.
Okay. Should be this is the first one. 22.
That is a hit.
Okay. 7.
That is torso. Yep, that's torso. How much damage?
That's 5 damage.
Torso. Right. In that case, I'm gonna need you to roll me 2d6 to try and confirm crit.
Okay. A 7 again?
No crit.
Okay, no crit. All right.
Yeah, you're aiming minimum. You're aiming for minimum 8 for that.
Oh, okay. Okay. And then here is the next medium pulse laser. 23.
Probably going to hit. Yep.
Okay. And then a 6.
That is also the torso.
Okay.
And how much damage is that?
Another 5.
Okay, yeah. How does that look?
All right. Back here. All right. I'm gonna say that I jumped roughly the same time that they did. And then as they land, they're a bit distracted and don't get their footing quite right. But as I land, I just unleash all my lasers, and they just everything's on point. It just rips apart the torso, and just melts the whole back to the ground. Just like
Nice.
nothing left. Yeah.
Thank you for the follow at Samity
Nice.
Ramasu.
That works well.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Cletus?
Thank you for the
I'm
follow.
gonna fire my PPCs at this guy.
It's
as
already
it's
dead.
moving. Oh
It's-
shit! I didn't. Oh, yep. I did
Yeah.
just hear that. I'm
Yep.
just. I didn't
a
see
few
his
more shots
icon
in-
disappear.
So, hello, hi,
I didn't
welcome
see his
to the
icon
chaos. I can't
disappear,
quite
which is what
pronounce
threw
that. I'm
me off
sorry.
because I couldn't see him.
Um,
I'm just gonna move to
but yeah,
this
welcome to the
way.
chaos. Thank you for the follow. I
Then,
appreciate
since
it.
we got the other enemies
How
coming
about
in
you
from the
doing?
other side.
Oakley dokley. Runa.
All right, I'm going to use my skill of computer hacking or information
Wait.
gathering. If you
Oh
would
wait, yeah,
let me
okay.
do that.
That's where we're at. Everyone just calls me.
So
Oh, okay.
you're specifically looking to like hack into the computers?
Yes, I'm looking for
Oh,
intel, anything
okay.
that gives me information
Okay.
on who
Okay,
these
welcome,
guys
though,
are,
welcome. Hi.
anything that I can use against them. I
how are
want to
you,
know
man?
the strength of force that's in here, anything useful.
That will be a computers roll.
Okay, then, so that gives me 3. I'll take it. Watch me roll a 9. Why do you hate me?
So you don't have computer skill?
I do. It's just I roll even with a +3 bonus. Like this,
But-
like these rolls feel ludicrously low. Like this is
What's your-
weird.
What's your intelligence score?
My intelligence is 2.
Oh, okay. So you only have 1 point in computers then.
I just
Gotcha.
Yeah, I picked it up recently.
Yep, no worries. I was just confused because like that's a really low number. I was just trying to make sure the calculation was done right. Yeah, you aren't able to find really anything. What you do find, okay, so you are able to find some stuff, but it looks like really it's only surface level, like invoices and stuff like that. Turns out that it looks like the warehouse that you're in is a chemical storage facility. And like you see a bunch of chemical names and stuff like that, and on like one of the spreadsheets that you're able to find, it mentions that like it's a precursor for a missile propellant type deal.
Okay, so that's a little bit of information. So this might be linked to some kind of munitions factory. Okay, well that is good to know then.
Yeah, I got
Okay, well I
one.
guess if I can't
better
find
remember that.
anything else, I guess it's time to start moving on and trying to get out of here again. Actually, in this room, are there any other air vents or any other alternate ways out? Or am I in kind of an internal room?
You are definitely in an infernal room.
Okay.
But you have done your personal
Excellent.
scale thing at for this narration.
Yep.
It is now time for the mech. Boop. Boop. Boop.
These are so hard to see.
Boop. Boop. And
There's 3 mechs blending
Kirk.
into the background.
there are 4 mechs bearing down on the 4 of you.
Let's see.
Okay.
Back, King Crab, and I can't quite. I don't remember this last one.
That is a lot of AC-20s and Gauss rifles there. All right, so I knew the moment I gave you all those that something like this was going to be like right down the pipeline because I would do the exact same thing. So first things first, I am going to direct everyone to engage in a flanking maneuver as much as possible to avoid getting into direct, especially short-range engagements with these mechs. Because getting into short range with these is going to be death. And I presume everyone knows better, but at the same time, I can't assume things at this point. So anyway, I'm going to move up. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 is out of range, correct?
Yes, that is correct.
Okay. I'm actually going to burn a plot point then. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Much better. I'm going to stay on the ground for this turn. 6 is the medium range of the bushwhacker, so I'm going to open fire on that with my large pulse lasers and medium pulse lasers.
Oakley.
Large pulse lasers first. I know we're the same movement speed, so I'm at a +3, so that's going to be a +14. With the large pulse lasers, pew pew pew.
And that is a miss.
I'm going to burn my second edge to reroll that one, and hopefully this goes well. Oh! Yeah, I would say so.
Yep, that's a hit.
Okay, 7 damage to the torso.
Four, 5, 6, and 7. Alrighty.
All right. And then medium pulse lasers, pew pew pew.
That is a hit.
I'll take it. I'll fucking take it. That is the head. I have only... What? Yeah, I've only used one plot point. I will use the second plot point to head cap the bushwhacker.
Wow.
Alrighty.
Also, you got a bot.
I already dealt with it.
Okay. My chat didn't update. Yeah, no.
Yeah, I was about to say, unless another one came in that I did.
That would be surprising. All right, but no. Yeah, we good.
Alrighty. So bushwhacker has been whacked.
Nice.
Bushwhacker's been bushwhacked. Yep.
Which, amusingly enough, is kind of the least of the threat that's coming at you all in some ways.
In some ways. In others, it has the longest range projection. So, I'm okay with it, tactically speaking. Like, I'm not going to question that a bushwhacker is more... I'm not going to say a bushwhacker is more dangerous than a king crab, but it's got longer range.
Yeah. Alrighty. I'm assuming Deanna's gonna go next.
Yes, sir. And she's just going to move up because there's nothing in range, and she's not putting herself in reprisal range. But is going to open up the comms quick. Be careful not to overextend. The others are falling behind.
Worry not, I will fall back momentarily.
Alright.
And that's it for her.
Cletus or Esme?
I'll go.
Go
Or, go ahead.
Alright, go ahead. Alright, well, I'm just gonna move too because that's really all I can do. So, you can go ahead.
Alright. And I am also gonna do the same. There? Alright. And that's that.
Alrighty. Runa. You are in a building.
I'm doing insulin right now, so I'll be about 5 minutes, so I'll be right back. Sorry.
Alrighty. Yep, no worries. Do what you gotta do. So Runa is busy at the moment trying to escape.
It's a dull moment.
Yeah. And boop. Boop. And boop. Boop.
Like, no.
As the 3 mechs that are still arrayed against you kind of move back into formation. Kirka, it is your narration.
Okay. I am going to do the same. And maneuver... here. Give everyone a chance to kind of get in a little bit closer.
Alrighty. And who would like to go next?
Deanna is likewise just forming here. Stupid game. Thank you. And waiting.
Okay. Cletus Esme?
I'll go.
I'm good.
You can go.
Well,
It's fine. You're already moving.
I'm still just moving, so it's all good.
Alrighty, Esme?
All right, yeah, and then I'm just moving that way too. So there.
Alrighty. So the 3 mechs arrayed against you. Boop. Are gonna kind of move in that sort of a motion. And we're gonna come back to Kirka.
Sorry. I'm going to advise us to meet roughly here. In an effort to try and angle us into a flanking maneuver. And I am going to 1, 2, 3 to that end.
Oh, the creeper! Wow.
Alright.
the creeper.
And who would like to go next?
Well, we'll just keep the pattern going. And likewise, right on the flank.
Okay, same. I'll just move up to let's see, there.
Alrighty. And Cletus.
All right, same as always. We're gonna get daring here. We're gonna move up too.
Alrighty. Kind of move like that.
A vanillish. Wow.
Basically, you can see that
that.
all 3 of them are basically kind of just keeping in formation as best as possible. So we'll go back up to the top. I know this has been a lot of moving, but
Tons of movements.
Yep, we're playing multi-dimensional chess right now.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, but they just done fucked up.
Well, you know, they're wobbies. Seeing the
I guess I was
formation,
looking up with that. Oh, no, I wasn't.
not quite.
Oh, this next turn I can
But
have
yeah,
First
seeing the formation.
shots.
Yep. First seeing the formation. First target identified. Use long-range weapons to take out the Highlander first. And we are going to move... One, 2, 3. In a jump. 5
think it's
hexes away
7
from the
regardless of
Highlander,
where I
6
go,
away
so.
from that, so still outside of range, really. That is well within medium, right?
5 is within medium.
Okay, cool. So I'm gonna fire my large and medium pulse lasers. Did the Highlander jump this turn or no?
It did not.
Did not. Okay. We're in like super ultra mega business then. Large pulse lasers. Come on, CC, roll better, please.
Well,
Boop. You hit.
All right. 7 damage is going to the Highlander's torso.
Boop, 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 boop. Okay.
And then the medium pulse lasers are going off next. You. Who gave me their bad luck?
Me. Sorry.
God damn it.
I know.
Highlander hasn't spent their edge yet. They are going to reroll. There we go. That's going to be it.
Damn. Okay. Fair enough.
Let's see.
All right. And that is all the more that I can do at the moment.
Okay, 8 is.
Things are going to
also
get a little
long
spicy
range.
for me,
Alright.
but that's okay. The power of friendship.
Deanna?
Copy that. And 3, 4, 5, 6. That brings both the PPC and the autocannon into play. You said speed on the Highlander's 1?
Yep. Him slow boy.
Alright, PPC's first.
Hmm.
Okay. Most likely going to hit. Yep, that hits.
That's 10 to the left arm.
Seven, 8, 9, 10. Yep, you do a number on the arm. And what weapon is this that you're firing?
This is the autocannon,
Alrighty, that hits.
and that is 4 to the other arm.
Okay.
Now is not the time to be splashing, but we are at least fast enough to back off and keep hitting them.
Yep.
Hmm.
Alrighty. Esme or Cletus?
I'll go. I'm gonna jump here,
Okay.
and then I'll use the Goss and the PPC on the Highlander. Should be,
Alrighty, that's long range.
Yeah. Okay. Going to be this. How much does the jump give me as a bonus?
It is a +1 with the jump, but it is
Okay.
a -2 because of your range.
Okay. Yeah. I'll be at.
And they're only movement 1.
Okay. Oh, I think that puts me at a 9. Says it 10 to-
It puts you out of 10, actually.
Oh wait, I get another one for the movement. Is that it?
Yeah, actually, no, it's 11. I'm sorry. There are.
Ah,
Oh, I didn't even include that in my calculations. Silly me. It's a movement 1. Your movement
Okay.
3.
Oh, okay. I see.
Damn, I forgot about that. Silly me.
All right, so
well.
this one's the Goss.
Okay, it hits.
All right. So that's 2.
Ooh, nice. So first, how much damage? That's 5, right?
5 damage. Yeah.
4, 5. Roll me 2d6.
Okay.
Because that is potentially a through armor critical. It is not a critical.
6. Okay. All right. Next, the PPC.
Mm-hmm.
11, 16.
That is a miss.
Okay. Alright, will be my turn then.
Alrighty. Cletus.
Hey, at least I landed something. That's nice.
I want to burn my. Well, nope. I shouldn't burn my last plot point because I don't want to die. So I'm gonna move up 2 more, and then I should be within long range, right, for a PPC.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and then I'm gonna fire. I'm gonna fire off my PPC at this guy here in the front of the formation. What's its speed?
1.
Oh, so I'm faster than him.
Yep.
All right. So, but I'm at long range, correct? So that would be a -2. So here we go. Bam. I miss.
There's... Yeah, you missed.
Not with it today.
I mean, it happens. Some days you have a really good day. Some days, not so much.
One of those.
Alrighty, and that's all Cletus is firing?
Yeah.
Okay. Runa, are you back yet?
Yes, I am.
Okay. So, what are you going to attempt?
Okay, so I'm gonna try and ascertain how to get the fuck out of here. So, I guess I'd like to do. I guess the skill that might make the most sense to me. I'm actually gonna look on my sheet, see if I can use any of my cues to figure this out. Let's see. I'll do what I have to survive. So now I'm going to go back in the stealth mode here and try and sneak the fuck out of here. If I can apply that.
Yeah. You can definitely do that. Give me a stealth roll, monsieur.
All right, 2d6 plus 5. Come on, 12. It's getting better.
Alrighty. You manage to make your way to the front, like to a door. It is a heavy steel door, actually. And as you, you get to the door. As far as you can kind of tell, this is probably your door to the outside world. But before we get to that, we have some moving mechs. So that mech is just going to go south 1. That mech is going to go south 1. So the Highlander is jumping.
Okay.
No, go south 2. So we're going to start with the Highlander. They are going to fire first, and they're going to be aiming at here. 1, 2, 3, 4. That puts them in medium range for everything.
Ouch time.
Righty. So shot the first is going to be from the Gauss. Did you jump?
I did.
Okay. So it's only going to be a -3. And boop. That is going to be a miss. Now for the LRM 20.
Just as a reminder, this variant does have the ECM.
Yeah.
Okay.
Boop. That's still a miss anyway. They're not gonna bother with those lasers. The King Crab 1, 2, 4 is short range. Yeah. So actually, technically, the other one is short range too, but whatever.
I was about to say, yeah.
They're still not firing any more than that, so... And the calculation wouldn't have been really any different between short and medium for what they fired.
Yeah, that's fair. It's just that king crab scares me.
Yep. Well,
Understandable.
AC 20 number 1.
Um,
And boop. You did jump, so that's -3. And boop. That is a miss. It was fairly close to being a hit. AC 20 the second. Boop. Oh, that's probably gonna miss. Yep, that's definitely missing. And large laser. And a boop.
and a boop.
That is also a miss.
Okay.
Really, the main thing that's been saving you is the fact that you are fast.
I will absolutely take it. there's a reason I am not up. There's a reason that I think I've decided against upgrading.
4. Now the Hunchback is going to get in on this. They're going to start with their AC 20. And boop. They only have a -2. Because they're faster.
Yeah.
And that's a hit.
Yep. Had to end at some point.
That's going to be a torso hit for 7. And range. Next is going to be 2 medium lasers. And boop. Oh, I'm probably gonna miss. Yep, that definitely.
Oh, there's the boxcars.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
And then their emotional support small laser.
Naturally.
And
a boop.
that's gonna hit.
Okay. What am I taking?
1 whole damage
Uh-huh.
to the right arm.
Crippling.
Oh, I know, right?
Uh-huh.
So that is the 3 of them. You now have a chance to retaliate.
And retaliate I shall. Let's see. I need to maximize my range here, because they are in short right now.
Yep.
I think between the two, I'm gonna gamble the Hunchback rather than the others. So Kirika's going to jump 1, 2. Actually, yeah, she's gonna kind of jump over here.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4. Still a little closer than I want to be, but that's okay. That's short range.
What are you firing at?
The Highlander.
The Highlander is... Yeah, sure.
Still short range. Okay, yeah. And I'm gonna take a gamble, and I'm going to Alpha Strike. Hopefully this pays off. So I'm gonna fire all 3 of my laser groups at the Highlander. First up is going to be the large pulse laser, remembering that I have a +2 for movement on top of everything else. So that takes this from a that takes us to a +16 for the pulse lasers.
Ridiculous. Yeah, it is.
And that is to the 5, the right leg, 7 damage.
And 7. Okay.
Next is going to be the medium pulse lasers.
That is going to hit.
5 damage to the torso.
Oof. 3, 5. Okay. Roll for critical.
Critical?
That is definitely going to be a critical, and it's a torso crit too. Which those are the tastiest of crits.
Oh yes.
So please roll me 1d6.
1.
That is a 1. Ammo explosion, mech destroyed. No, oh, yep. Okay, they do have case though.
I was about to say, I think the 732 had case, so.
Yeah. Which means to case. Engine crit is basically or hold on. Yeah, it turns into an engine crit.
Okay. I'm happy with that. I'm still happy with that.
Although that pretty much cripples it.
Mm-hmm.
Considering it only has a heat dissipation of 3.
Yeah. Weirdly enough.
And now
Weirdly enough, Star League mech
of
heat
1.
sinks.
Alrighty, and you have one more weapon group to fire?
I do. 3 ER small lasers coming its way.
They hit.
That is 5 more damage to the torso.
Dude, okay, roll to see if you crit.
No
You
crit
don't
this time.
crit.
Oh, yeah.
Not this time.
And I'm gonna say it was the SRM ammo that exploded.
Yeah, that tracks.
So gonna cross that out. Cross that out. Because you can't fire that. Alrighty. I'm assuming that's all you got?
That is everything I have, yeah. I now got 1 heat on me, so if any of those happen to have their heat vision on, the Timberwolf just went from green to yellow.
Yeah, no doubt. Who would like to go next?
I think we'll keep the trend going. As we are going to blast away at that Highlander as well. Same salvo, PPCs, then LBX.
Alrighty, and I'm assuming you're gonna shoot then move?
Yes, sir.
Alrighty.
5, so that should be medium range.
Yep.
Yep.
And +2 for speed, PPCs.
That's gonna hit.
God, why can't I do that on a fucking hit location?
For example.
So 1, 2, 3, 5. Yeah. Okay, so how does this look? Because that Highlander is no more.
Yeah, as the two start their flanking motion, the pair of machines just light this thing up, and somewhere along the line in the withering fire of like all the PPCs or all the lasers the Timberwolf has to offer and the guns on the Marauder, somewhere along the lines it gets cored out and falls over backwards.
Nice.
And then shaboop.
Alrighty. Esme or Cletus?
I'll go. I have to figure it out. Yeah, I'm gonna jump here.
Okay.
Should still be in medium range, I think.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You're in medium range of the Highlander, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Long range of the King Crab.
Oh, okay.
Hunchback.
Oh yeah,
No,
Hunchback.
Highlander,
Or sorry,
Highlander's dead.
Hunchback. Yes, Highlander's dead.
Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna just use Goss and PPC on the Hunchback. That hasn't taken
Okay.
damage, has it?
It has not.
No.
Okay, then I'll use both of them on that. And then
Alrighty, and which are you firing first?
I'll start with the Goss. And then did the Hunchback jump at all? Or
Hunchback doesn't jump,
They don't, okay.
and has movement of 2.
Okay, so do I get 2? Or do I get...
Yes,
Okay.
you get 2. Because you're movement 3, so you're 1 faster, and you jump.
Okay. So bringing me up to 12. Alright, that's for the Goss. 16.
Okay. That is a miss.
Okay. Here's PPC. 19.
Okay. And boop, and boop. That is a hit.
Okay. 7.
That's going to be the torso, and your PPC is how much?
That's also 5.
5? 5, boop. Alrighty, and I'm assuming that's everything you got?
Yep, that's all. Baddie.
That was a kitty.
Yeah, that would be Baddie in the background.
Alrighty. Cletus.
Alright, I'm gonna move 1, 2. And then this King Crab is the one on the left, right?
It's the one, the King Crab is
Yep,
that one. Yeah.
That's the one
Correct.
I'm looking at. I'm gonna fire at that with my PPCs. That's a 14.
Alrighty. And are you only... So, are you going to aim anything at the Hunchback, or are you aiming everything you're firing at the King Crab?
I'm gonna
You-
fire everything at the King Crab.
Cool.
And did you remember you're faster than it is?
Yes.
Oh, no, I did not.
Yeah, you are faster than it by 1.
Alright, so that would have been a 15 then. That
Okay.
first roll. And
That's a
then,
miss.
alright, then I'm gonna take a shot at it with my 3 medium pulse as well.
Oh, wait, okay.
And that's a 16.
That one's going to hit.
And then 2d6s. It's a 4.
And how much damage?
That is 7 damage.
And okay. And are you firing anything else?
No, because I do not want to overheat.
That is valid.
Oh, thank you for the lurk. Thank you, TK. I appreciate it.
Alrighty. So, Runa, you
Yes.
open your door,
Okay, we're going
and
down
you
here.
find yourself looking at the outside. You are in a forested area,
I think.
and not too far away, you can hear gunfire and explosions.
Hmm.
Very
Well,
large caliber gunfire and explosion.
All right. Well, I guess I'm going to start making my way towards the explosions and trying to keep a safe distance as best I can. So I guess if you would allow me, just for situational awareness, if you'd allow me to roll my perception to try and figure this shit out, or streetwise for avoiding danger, if that might play into this. I know going
Like-
towards explosions is counterintuitive towards that.
Like, are you just trying to figure out, like, what's going on? Or...
Yeah, basically who's engaging who, how many forces I'm thinking are out there.
Well, without visual confirmation, you can't, like, know who's engaging who. However, like, you can assume that... you can tell that there's mech combat happening.
Mm-hmm. Actually, here's a question. Do any of the people that I'm with in our star, do any of their weapons have a unique sound to them? Like maybe someone's AC just has a weird hum to it or something like that. Sort of
No.
like how
They're pretty standard clan weaponry.
Yeah.
Okay, so all right, yeah, just because I know with my experience with like certain firearms in real life, not all guns feel the same despite being manufactured. Every weapon has a personality to it, so that's what I was hoping to do. Well, shit.
Like unless clan weaponry sounds different than inner sphere weaponry.
See,
Oh.
I would presume that it would. I've always thought so.
Yeah, true.
So, like, you can hear clan weaponry, but I think as for like any specific telltale signs from anyone doing anything,
Yeah.
I don't think so.
All right, yeah, I'm gonna head towards the sound of the clan weaponry and trying to keep myself out of harm's way as best I can, but breaking into a full sprint and getting the fuck out of Dodge.
Alrighty, you kind of start running towards, because like you were in this building here,
Okay,
the
give
big
me a
building.
Yeah.
So I'm basically picturing that you're running like towards this way.
Yeah.
So yeah, you're like running this way type deal. It's gonna take you probably a turn or two to get to the next building. 'Cause it is a ways away.
Okay.
Considering like it's a medium/light mechs, like it would take a light mech 2 turns to get between the 2 buildings.
Okay.
In like combat terms. So it's gonna take a minute for you to get to the where combat will be visible. But you can definitely hear it off in the distance.
Fantastic. Although I do have to go. I do have to work tomorrow, so I do have to jet.
Yep. I do have one question. You can like either DM the answer to me or put it in chat if you want to take time to think about it. But
Okay.
what sort of weapons or equipment would Runa take on her for just going to pick up like supplies?
Probably my stun stick and probably my overcharged personal pistol, but I wouldn't bring my collapsible sniper rifle. It makes no sense if I'm going on like a milk run, so to speak.
Alrighty. You don't have those on, by the way.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine.
I
I probably wouldn't bring like I'd probably put them in like my bag if I'm on like a ship. Like I'm not gonna wear them around all the time, only when I'm expecting to get on and off sort of thing.
Well, like that's the thing is like you were sent down to the planet. That's why I was asking like, what would you be bringing with you?
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
if you brought those with you, they are not currently with you.
Okay. Yep. That's fine.
So yeah. So you hightail it. You're moving towards the end of you're moving towards the sound. We can hand wave you getting picked up after combat. But yes, you get sleep and have fun at work tomorrow.
All right. Cool then, guys. All right. I will catch y'all next week then.
Alrighty. Cheers.
All right, good night.
See you, man.
Oakley dokley. King Crab is gonna move down one. Hunchback. 1, 2 is gonna move 2. King Crab is gonna fire first. And they are having a hard time hitting that there Timberwolf, so they're gonna change targets. And Cletus.
The cat's too mad.
You're gonna take some AC 20 shots.
What is this thing faster than me?
It is not. Well, it's shooting at you, so you don't have to worry about that.
Okay.
But yeah, so you are going to need to make
Dodge.
a defensive roll. It is going to hit with its first AC 20 shot.
All right.
And that is going to be do 7 damage. to the right leg. As a very large caliber round pokes through your armor. And AC 20 the second. QQ. Is also going to hit. And that is going to hit your right arm for another 7. And then, because, you know, they're going to fire their large laser at you. QQ. That is also going to hit. The difference is, like, you rolled 1 under what they did, so if you have edge to use, you could potentially make it so that's not a hit. But otherwise...
yeah, let's do that, because if I take another shot to the right arm, I will officially be taking structural damage.
Oakley dokley. So are you forcing me to reroll, or are you...
I'm gonna re-roll myself here.
Okay, so it... so yeah, make your reroll.
So would I just do 2d6s, or would I do 2d6s plus my bonus again?
I would just roll the 2d6 plus your bonus if you're rolling both dice.
Alright, cool. Even worse.
Yeah, so that's good news for you. It's not going to your arm. You're taking 4 damage to your torso. That's the bad.
Alright.
4. Deanna. There is a hunchback that is looking at you. It is going to fire its AC 20 at you. And as you are both movement 2, there is no negative for speed. So, Q. It is going to miss. With that one. It is then going to fire 2 medium lasers at you. Q. That's going to hit. And that's going to be 4 damage to the left arm. And then... Sorry?
Okay.
And then emotional support small laser is going to hit.
Oof.
And that is also going to be the left arm.
How much?
1 damage. It is just a little baby weapon. However, Kirka, it is your narration.
Okay. I am a toasty girl at the moment. So I am going to do a 1 and a 2. I'm going to stay on the ground. And I am going to lay into the hunchback with my pulse lasers. Because that should help me cool off. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep. Alright. That'll put me back at heat neutral after this turn. Wonderful. And we are in short range for everything. So that is going to be a plus 15. Actually, no, it's a 14 because I'm moving 2 right now. Boop.
And yeah, that's it.
All right, 7 damage to the left arm.
Oof. And roll to see if you crit. You
Not
didn't hit.
quite. All right. Next will be the medium pulse lasers.
That's a hit.
Alrighty, 5 more damage to the left leg.
5 more, you said?
Correct, 5 damage.
Okay.
And that will conclude this turn.
Alrighty. I'm assuming Deanna is going.
We shall. And honestly, with where she's at, she's just gonna lay into the hunchback.
That's fair.
Because that should be short range. And we'll do the same two as always.
Yep, 4 range.
Yep. So which is first?
PPC's first.
PPC hits.
Ten to the torso. That's probably a gone back.
Yep, that is a gone max. So how does this look?
Tick.
Yeah, as it turns and peppers her, and in response, she manages to keep her cool for once, brings up the arms, and both shots strike true against the autocannon itself, which blows and ripples through the inside of the chassis, taking the rest of it down.
Nice. Alrighty. Cletus or Esme? Well, actually, sorry. Are you moving? As you still have your move.
I think I will, yes, thank you.
I'll go if that's all.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. You can do your narration while Deanna's figuring out where she.
I already did move.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, you moved back one.
Well, yeah, I'm not getting face of a king crab. Like, I know she's survived worse, but she's not stupid.
I mean, it's already injured a little bit. Kinda.
Kind of sort of a little bit.
But yes, Esme.
Okay. I'm gonna jump here, which should keep me in medium range. Sure.
6. Yep, medium range.
Okay. And then I'll use the Gauss and the PPC.
Alrighty,
Okay.
and its movement is 1, by the way.
Okay. So that should be +3 with the jump and the movement.
That is correct.
Okay, so this is the Gauss.
And that is a hit.
Okay. A 6.
Alrighty, and how much damage? That's 5, you said?
Yeah, 5.
Boop. Boop. Okay.
Okay, and then PPC. Why did okay. There. Okay. An 18.
That's gonna hit.
Okay. And then that is a 9.
That is the left leg, and that's 5 again.
Mm-hmm.
Shoot. Okay.
Alright, that's my move.
Alrighty. That leaves Cletus.
Alright, this time we're gonna go do something a little different here. I'm gonna shoot this thing with my short range missiles. I have SRM6s.
Yep.
So I want to do that. So
So that was really weird. I think I got a notification that like flashed across the whole screen.
Shit.
Steam, which was really weird. I've not had
There
that.
we go.
You are one faster.
I don't know if that actually came through
Oh shit.
stream
So
or
that would
not,
be
but
an
that was
18.
really weird.
My bad.
Okay. Yeah, you hit.
Okay. And then that for the 2d6s to see where they hit.
Sir, so you have a regular SRM 6.
Yes.
So the damage calculation should have a number plus M.
It's 2 plus M.
Yes. So before you start rolling location, so we're going to take that location for the first one.
Okay.
But you need to roll 1d6 for each M in the damage profile. So you just have 1, so roll me 1d6. And you want a 1, a 2, or a 3.
There's
Got a
1.
Okay. So you're gonna get 1 extra damage. The number is 2 plus M.
Yes.
Okay, so that's 2 damage to the torso.
Okay.
So, boop. And now roll me another 2d6 for another hit location.
Alright.
And that's 1 more damage to the torso.
Alright. And then I think I'm gonna fire off my ERPPCs again.
That tracks.
There's 17. Oh, 18. Sorry, I keep forgetting the plus for my speed.
That's a miss.
Alright. And then I'm gonna fire off my medium pulse here.
Oh, make sure you add in the speed difference, otherwise it's not going to.
There we go.
And that's it.
Alright, and that's it.
Alrighty. So King Crab is going to and just gonna kind of keep stepping forward. And AC 20 the first. Boop. At Euclid, by the way. That is a miss for that one. AC 20 the second. Oh, that's probably gonna miss. Yep, that's a miss. And large laser. That's a hit. So you're going to take 4 damage to the left arm.
4 damage, you said?
Yes, 4 damage to the left arm. You know what? They're gonna run a little spicy because they're kind of feeling threatened. So they're gonna fire off their LRM 15A. A boot. And they're going to burn their edge to force you to reroll both of your dice.
With the bonus still, correct?
Yep. Yeah, it's easier to just do it with the bonus because it's
right.
Yeah. But that's going to change a miss into a hit.
Dang.
And so they're gonna roll 1d6 to see if there's any extra damage. There is. So first damage group of 2 damage is going to go to the right arm.
Alright, I've started taking structural damage.
Okay, and no crit on that. Now for 3 damage is going to go to the left arm.
I've started taking structural damage.
Because apparently they're being very splashy, and also no crit.
And you said it was 3 to the left arm?
That is correct, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it was 2 to the right, 3 to the left.
Alright.
And Kirka.
All right. Now that I am all heat neutral again, time to cause some trouble. 3 hexes away from the king crab. I did not jump. I am going to alpha strike.
Yep.
Alright.
And technically their effective movement 0. At the
Oh.
But they're not technically immobile.
That's fine. That's fine.
It's still a ridiculous bonus that you're gonna get.
We are reaching levels of bonus that should not be seen by human eyes. Let's see.
Reaching?
Oh, it's gonna get worse. Yeah.
Basically,
that's
I'm
it.
just hoping for you to roll boxcar, or sorry, snake eyes.
You have to. This is a. If I'm doing my math right, this is a plus 17 with the pulse lasers.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
3d6. 3 free d6.
Yeah, that's a hit.
Yeah. All right. 7 damage with the large pulse lasers to the left leg.
7 to the left leg. Oakley dokley. And then I'm gonna fire something else.
Medium pulse lasers.
Yep, that's gonna hit.
That is also to the left leg.
For how much?
5 this time.
Okay, roll for crit.
Okay. No crit.
No crit.
And then for a measly plus 15, ER small lasers.
They hit.
All right, 5 more damage to the head. I have I got one last plot point.
Are you spending it?
Yes, I am. That's a dead king crab.
Alrighty.
Yes.
Yep.
2 headshots in 1 session. Damn, girl.
It's amazing.
Welcome back to Destiny.
Alrighty. You managed to take out 2 lances of, presumably, Word of Lake Mech.
Okay.
Yeah.
You managed to collect Runa as she is running away from the facility and make your way back to where you have the forward operating base.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm assuming you are. Well, actually, are you poking around here before you go, potentially looking for the lost vehicle, or are you just like peacing out?
Yeah, I want to look for the lost vehicle as well as for the other personnel. Because Rina didn't come down here by herself. Let's say there were 4, like 2 technicians, 2 laborers with her.
Alright. You are only able to find 1 technician and 1 labor.
Okay. They'll be debriefed back at the fob. And then, did any of the mech warriors survive?
Well, guaranteed 2 of them.
Yeah, 2 of them are very dead.
Yeah.
Ooh, okay. So evens they punched, odds they weren't able.
Sure.
So for the first one was not able to.
Valkyrie
Second one
cracks.
also was not able.
I think that was both Valkyries, or was that the Phoenix Hawk that was next?
I think so.
I'll say both Valkyries.
Failed.
Yeah.
Okay.
Phoenix Hawk was able to punch.
Okay.
Wolverine was able to punch.
Okay.
And I'll just and both of the teams in the last lance that didn't get headshot also punched.
Okay.
However,
by
the time your forces, because I'm assuming you're not doing that, like running around personally looking for each of the pods.
No.
By the time your forces get to where the essentially the cockpits landed, unfortunately there are no signs of anybody there. Well, there's signs of footprints. Multiple sets of footprints leaving the.
Damn. And then I would probably also have a team dispatched to investigate the complex itself.
Yeah, as I mentioned earlier, it looks like it's a storage facility for one of the, for some sort of volatile chemical. Any sort of paperwork that's found it's one of the compounds used in essentially missile development.
Okay.
I could probably make some properties up for it on the fly if you really want me to, but I don't think we need to get that granular.
Not at the moment, nah.
But yeah, then I'm assuming after that you're going back to the forward operating base?
Correct.
Alrighty. You all make your way back to the FOB, and there seems to be no casualties other than the one tech and one laborer. As far as supplies, it seems that pretty much everything is there in the vehicle. It seems like they didn't get a chance to start sorting and picking through it. Luckily.
Okay.
And I think, unless anybody else has something they would like to go over, that would probably be a good spot to call it for this one.
All right.
Not that I can think of.
Would this be the end of this arc, or are we still expecting to do stuff here on Blue Hole?
On Blue Hole? Not unless there's anything that you all want to do in this system. Like basically this arc is technically the travel from Roadside to Arc Royale. But yeah, in this little section of it, there's nothing else that I have planned, unless like you wanted to use Blue Hole as your trap for mysterious salvage entity, or something like that. Like that is entirely up to you all, and we can figure that out.
I'll leave it up to Cletus, actually.
Yeah, we could use this planet to set the trap.
Do you wanna?
I'm okay with that.
Okay.
Okay.
Then let's say that there was a beacon placed.
Oh yeah.
On that same battlefield.
For sure. I was already thinking that anyway. You know, it makes sense. Anyway, it's not like it necessarily our territory. Organized crime hub. You know what I mean?
Yeah, sure.
If anything, it'll run interference for them, and you know the guys we were also just fighting. You know. Yeah, I'm cool with that.
Alrighty. So then, yeah, next session would probably we could just wrap that up.
Yeah.
Yeah. after I get my mech repaired, this thing's like falling apart. I was literally one
it'll
shot
be ready.
away from.
It'll be
I
ready
was
by the time
one
that
shot.
comes around. Don't worry.
One shot from fully losing my left arm.
AC 20s is scary.
They're scary.
Mm.
Yeah, there's a reason I suggested trying to keep distance as much as possible.
Right. Well.
The inexorable advance of the king crab is nothing to be laughed at.
Yeah.
Well, that
At least.
there's a reason. There's a reason Kirka says stuff. Helicletus is just like, come at me, scrub lord, I'm ripped.
Yeah, pretty much.
I'm gonna say 4 XP on the night.
Okay.
Because while we did have a few different scenes, it wasn't necessarily for like really all that dangerous of an encounter.
Yeah.
I mean, Cletus might disagree.
Yeah, I got pretty racked up.
I think Cletus is the only one that really got wrecked up at all.
Yeah, and it's really
Yeah.
just my arms that took structural damage. So
Kirka got her torso dinged up, and then the most fatal small laser shot to the right arm.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, like the Marauder got scratched a little. I'm joking more about the fact that he could have died in prison and then he could have died by crab.
True.
Thank
And
you,
we'll
Troy.
also be at full force
Oh, thank
next
you.
week, so hooray.
How about you?
Yeah.
Thank you. That's
oh
sweet.
yeah,
Oh. Ah. Okay. Yeah.
I have 10 XP to spend. Whatever shall I do? Probably get better at shooting my mech guns.
Mayhaps.
That might be a good idea.
Tonight was vicious. That was terrible.
Yeah, I mean, I saw a bunch of +9s go by, so the dice hated you more than your bonuses did.
Yeah, no, it was
It's
definitely your
been pretty
dice.
good. It's been pretty
+9
good.
is
I hope you've been having
solid.
a good day too.
No, +9 in the system is really good. Don't use Kirka as a standard of measurement because her bonuses are fucking absurd at this point.
Right. Hell
Yes.
yeah.
Like she's skill-wise, she's basically a prodigy at this point, which fits. And then she's got a bunch of supportive equipment that push it even higher.
Yeah,
Hell
I think,
yeah.
I think at this point on the Barsook, there are probably 3 people who would have a remote chance of potentially challenging her in a mech.
Hell yeah.
That's probably the way to put it.
There's a few more that would have a chance of challenging, like in hand-to-hand combat, but
Yeah. She was neglecting that. But after this little brouhaha, she's going to be working on that a little bit more intently, just in case.
Oh, now while.
and like every day she has like messages in her inbox from Jet going, "Are you coming to training today?"
Probably. And half the time she has to say, "No, I have too much damn paperwork."
There's a pupper on your back. Oh, what kind of dog do you have? What kind of puppy are you? What kind of pupper you got?
I'm picturing it as, "No, I have too much damn paperwork, and refer to me by rank, damn it."
Yeah. P.S. Please, in official communications, please refer to me by my proper rank, Mechwarrior Jet, in italics, just to drive the point home.
You see a message, "Sure thing, Star Captain," and also in italics in their signature, "Point Commander Jet."
Oh my god, that reminds me of the Alpha Strike character card that someone had redeemed in the Kickstarter. That's basically Darkwing Duck.
Nice.
Yeah. It's one of the Vape Regal character cards Mechwarrior Drake of Clan Jade Falcon, who insists on being referred to as Point Commander and wears a purple cape.
Amazing.
Alrighty, I am going to close the room
Oh, okay.
because I have the power to. Mwahaha. Change to that scene. Stop the YouTube.
Hello, all.
And then World of Warcraft.
Hi, Naz.
Ray.
Hi. Are you feeling a
Which
little
frickin'
better?
session
I
this
heard
is?
you weren't feeling very good.
31.
30. This is 31.
Get your shout out. Here you go. Oh, you're feeling better? Oh, that's good. I'm so glad. I'm so glad. Did someone say wow? Yeah, yeah.
And I
That was magic, yeah.
thinking about something today, like as I was taking my shower.
Uh-huh.
For secondary characters, what I was thinking is if like in order for them to get XP, they would need to be played as like a main character in a session. I feel if that makes sense.
Interesting. Okay.
So like if using Helmer as an example, if you wanted to level Helmer up, you would have to play Helmer as the active like main character for you that session.
I see.
For him to be able to get XP, and the same will go with for Samantha as well once she actually comes into play.
Love you some
Got it,
WoW.
got
Oh
it.
yeah, that's understandable. I haven't played WoW in like
That could
since
be
like
interesting.
2019. It's been a while.
Shake things up a little bit with some different characters.
Yeah. And yeah, because then that way, like, the other stars and other stuff can be brought in as well.
I was having the thought of seeing if we might be interested in having a parallel campaign with different players using different characters. Kind of a Matryoshka doll of what we've been doing for the past year.
I mean, that could be interesting.
Yeah.
I'll reach out to some people and see if people would be interested. I'll GM that. You don't need to. I can take over that.
That was going to be the next thing I was going to say. Is somebody else going to run it? Because I would be 100% down to play in something like that. Because that would be fun as shit, and it would give me a chance to actually play.
True. Yeah, hell, you could probably bring in Jet.
Yeah.
Or any other character. Like the roster that I have is obviously subject to change. If someone had characters that they wanted to make or bring in or whatever to fit within a different section, like they could just be slotted in for an NPC.
Yeah.
You know, we could just retcon that. That's totally fine. Because I know there have been some people that have been curious about our campaign and kind of getting into things a little bit more. So I might reach out to some people and see what they think. Thinking Wednesdays.
Yeah, for now that I would be able to take part in that. Once I have employment, it depends on what my schedule is, obviously.
Of course. It'd probably be in the evenings. Honestly, it'd probably wind up being about the same time as these. But I would be. We can figure out scheduling as time goes on.
Yeah, like basically the thing that would make it potentially difficult for me is if I work afternoons, like work second shift or not, basically.
Yeah.
That being said,
Yeah.
it probably won't be too much of an issue because anywhere that I do get hired on, it'll probably be during the day anyway, at least for the first X amount of time.
Sure. Yeah, cool. Okay. But yeah, I just wanted to float that out there for consideration and see where we go with that. So yeah.
But yeah, it's definitely an awesome idea.
Hell yeah.
And like, even if I'm not able to actively play, if there's like information that is needed for like world building stuff, I'm always available.
Yeah, absolutely. I was also having the like wild and crazy idea if it's something that if we wound up having people that were not like mech warriors or something like that per se, if it would be one of those things where we can use the campaigns to like build off one another, like one affects the other sort of deal.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
All right. So we'll probably wind up coordinating a lot down the road.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah. All right. In the meantime, I will get out of the VC so that I can stop talking and let Anna get on with her stream, and also because I am slowly baking, my office is turning into a sauna.
That is fair.
Oh yeah.
This is a surprisingly fun session. I was glad we were able to figure everything out. And I'm glad you got to use the new mechs. I'm glad you had fun with them. It really seems like you enjoyed them.
Oh yeah, I like having extra stuff to play with.
Absolutely.
And also being able to like, as much as I complained about it at the beginning of the session, being able to just like use my stylus on my phone to mark off pips is a little bit easier.
Yeah, absolutely. Glad you enjoyed it. Alrighty. I'm a dip. Have a good night,
Yeah,
y'all.
I'm gonna go to
Yourself as well.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, y'all. Everybody have a good night.
Yeah,
Yep.
you too.
Bye.
Goodbye. All right. I am going to continue streaming. I'm just not exactly sure what I'm going to switch to here. I'm not quite decided. So I'm probably just going to BRB for a few minutes and take a little break anyway. Also determine whether or not I'll keep, if I want to keep the YouTube stream going or not. Yeah. Did not catch that in time, so sorry that came through stream. But yeah, anyway, I'll be back in just a few minutes. Figure out what we're gonna do next. But thank you so much for hanging out so far. Yeah. If you need a break, it's a good time. See you in just a few minutes. Okay, I am back for a second. I have decided I'm gonna go ahead and end the YouTube stream. But if you want to hang out and keep watching, I'll leave the link over there real fast. And we'll continue something on Twitch. Let me just go ahead and grab the link real fast. Because then we also keep all these contained in their own VODs and everything. It's just easier. But I'm gonna keep streaming on Twitch. I'm still gonna keep streaming on Twitch. I'll just be taking a short break as soon as I'm done with this. But let's see here. Copy that. And yeah. I'm debating between doing some Helldivers or maybe some Stompy robots or maybe even the Bellatro. I don't know. I haven't quite decided yet. But all right. Anyway, I'll leave that link over there on the YouTube for a minute, and then I will I'll be stopping that stream in just probably a minute or two. But yeah, if you want to continue watching, you can just hang out over on Twitch. We'll be continuing over there. So okay, I'll be back in just a little bit.